Welcome back, everybody, to the Call of Duty Rec League. It is Chumps night, everybody, and we got a banger match to start us off today. We're already in the map, sub-base HP. I mean, this is for all the marbles, CNK.
Everything on the line, start of the season to the end. Everything ends here. Boston Burgers coming to this one with that 7-0 record. Make it 9-0 by making it to the championship match. The Toronto Falters were 6-1 in the regular season. Now going to be 8-1. Both these teams look absolutely fantastic, but we'll see what we get going. I mean, P1 already going the way of Boston Boys. Doing a great job on this sub base, holding down this P1. You spawn good side, might as well hold it down.
Yeah, I mean, 25 seconds, especially when you're on the good side, is definitely a solid start to the game. I mean, they might even pick up some of the scrap time as well if they find some of these trades of kills. But looks like the Toronto Falters, they are going to give it up and focus on this new hill. But I mean, hey, perfect start for the Boston Burgers. I mean, we all know these players. We got Moja, T-Dub, Crazy Care Bear, and Cover, some mainstays in the Call of Duty Rec League. But I mean, if they want a championship, CNK, they're going to have to go through these Falters. And like you said, I mean, their record, pretty good.
We've also seen this team on stream at least once or twice this season. And this Toronto Falters team has been very fun to watch. Very talented, very, very fun. A lot of electric plays. We're seeing that happen a little bit right now on the P2. A couple of those early kills by Cover and Co. Gonna take care of that, no problem. But Revan, he's trying to stay alive, see if he can make some plays for the boys. But outside of Boston Boys right now, they're trying to do what they can to hold on to that P2. But they did lose it, unfortunately. Toronto Falters going to be holding that one down for a short amount of time as they get pushed in. Immediately, the kills go in the way of Boston Burgers. We see them retake. They want to push through to that P3 side of the map of Toronto. They lose that P2 spawns and everything, and they try to move through. But T-Dub trying to make some money moves. Jeez.
I mean, T-Dub, he was getting to work early, but maybe a little bit too early as they found him. But the rest of the Boston Burgers still have a lot of safe space on this map to kind of work with. You see the Toronto Falters, they are posted up toward that P3 as you would expect. But Boston Burgers, they have a lot of routes to hit. You already see Crazy Care Bear. He does sneak on in. He is at that top old P5 area now. So let's see if the push comes in and see which way these kills go.
Trying to make some moves, but Boston Burgers, they're all up in this. Cover right now trying to make plays on a 4th now up to 6-1, is going to get taken down. His teammates though trying to clean up where they can. Falters not giving up the time yet, but Boston already up 88-13, trying to get some time on the board here on this P3 as well. It could be massive if they could get it. They're starting to get some of that time. Revan trying to fight back up to 7-4. Guys doing a great job for his team. He is going to need a little help if he wants a retake. I like the rotation out of his team though, but it's going to be tough to get a ton of time on P4.
Yeah, I mean, a 102-13. This is definitely not what you want if you're the Toronto Falters. I mean, they had that rotation to the old hill, but Boston Burgers, they find the routes, they sneak on in, and they get a big chunk of that time to go up over 100 points now as they pass that century mark. I mean, this is definitely the opportunity for Toronto Falters to maybe sneak back in here, but, I mean, you see the Boston Burgers, they find all the kills, and they're at this new hill. They just need to find player 3. That's going to be Midnight lurking. You got to wait for the rest of the Toronto Falters to come on in, but I mean, if you look at the scoreboard, it's all coming down to the kills right now. Boston Burgers, they are out slaying, but I mean, you wouldn't expect that amount of slaying to lead to more than 100 points lead.
I mean, it is pretty crazy right now. Barely up. I mean, they're up in slaying, but it feels like it's barely, right? It doesn't really feel like we're that far into the game, even though we already are on the first T4 here. But both these teams doing a great job fighting back and forth. But Boston Burgers coming out on top in a big way, up 123-20 right now, trying to extend that out as much as they can. Just not letting anyone on the time from Toronto right now is just massive for them. Like, Toronto needs every second they can to try to bring this one back, and they're just not getting any time. And now Boston's getting the scrap time again. We're getting ready for a P5, and you got to think Boston's just going to break right through it again.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the way the Toronto Falters are working, you can tell that they're kind of getting impatient here. They want some of this time. They want to kind of close that gap, but I mean, they're playing for the scrap time, and then all the Boston Burgers, they find themselves on that new hill. So now Toronto Falters, they do find a couple of kills. They have the full map control that they need. They just got to find themselves in a good setup, recognize those spawns, and maybe react to them. You see Revan, and just for everybody in chat, this is not the CDL coach Revan, but he does put on a show, I have heard. So not the CDL Revan, but I mean, he's been doing his part in the CRL so far this season.
Shout out for that. But look at the kills coming in. Crazy Care Bear with 2. Immediately gets taken down by his teammate. Shout out Moja. Just trying to make sure that the side of Toronto got a chance on this P5 right now. But Revan, this guy, he's doing work for this Toronto team. We were just talking about him a little bit. Unfortunately, not the CDL coach, but would love to see him. I think I would probably go a little bit too hard. We saw how he operates his RuneScape plans. I can't imagine what he would do in-game as well. But Boston Burgers team getting ready for the P1 Roto right now. T-Dub getting some nice little friendly little tags in right there.
It just joked, you know what I mean? Just like
It happens.
all the
It happens.
boys are having fun, you know. But we deny the claims that that occurred. We'll forget about it for now.
Those
But
folks had
Boston
smiley
Burgers.
faces on them, so good to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was friendly banter.
So
But
anyway,
back to the P1. Boston Burgers, this is where it all started for them, obviously, as this is where the map started. But I mean, they're doing the same thing they did last time around. They're keeping that map control. They have player top snow. They have one top third, and if you got somebody on time, that's really all you need.
yeah, I mean, doing a great job here if you're Boston. Up 160 to 40. I mean, they already know they can commit a ton to rotating to this P2, not worried about what losing too much on P1, even though Toronto not even going for P1 anymore, trying to focus on this P2, knowing they can get some solid time there if they can hold it down. But Boston, they're going to get themselves up to like 195 if they get this P1 time. And Cover, he's over there right now, just soaking up time on a 3 streak right now. No one pushing him out. Toronto looking to try to get that player off that time as they push through to this P2. Boston, though, already holding down P2. They've got the spawns coming in. Cover still holding down the middle of the map, just lighting people up cross map the best he can. But up to that 195 to 40 lead in this first map of a championship matchup is crazy.
They have the rotation to new as well, so now Toronto Falters are gonna have to fight on through. You see it's Moja locking down this left side of the map, and I mean, what I'm seeing this map is just, you know, clear-cut Boston Burgers teamwork that we all know and love. We all know these players. They work together well when they're all firing on all cylinders. It is a tough team to cut down, most certainly, and with the way they're playing right now, I mean, the Boston Burgers, you can see it in the scoreboard. They are doing absolutely everything they need to do on the map. They have these cuts locked down perfectly. I mean, the person on time, I feel like most of the time we're watching here, it's not even that much of a mix on the time. We do see the Toronto Falters break in, but with a big two-piece from Noodles, they are already going to have to focus on P3.
Yeah, Noodles, a guy we saw get a lot of work last week. He's a very, very good player. Maybe sub-base not the most, like, suited map to his abilities here. He's a great AR player, but hey, we're seeing him start to get things working, but we're going to see this P3 pop up. Toronto going to be all here. They need to get a full 60 here. At least they can't allow Boston to get any time. You got to start playing perfect. Down by about 200 points right now. It's Boston up 232 to 50. This time starting to come in for Toronto. Boston slowly doing their push together. All 4 players moving up the map, slowly checking their corners, making sure they don't give anything up for free. The Revan with a nice opening pick to help things out. Big kills coming in for Toronto, but the counters are going to be coming in. Cover with 1, Cover with 2. The guy is insanely counted up to 17 and 10, but the kills coming in reverse here is EXO up to a 4 streak, still on the time for his squad.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard a lot about this game so far since it's come out, how, you know, these comebacks are very possible on this game, but I mean, I don't know, CNK, this seems like potentially too tough of a hill to climb. The Toronto Falters, as you said, are going to have to start playing some seriously perfect Call of Duty. EXO on the 5 streak is definitely a good start to that, though. 1 off of that cruise missile. There is some fights to maybe take and maybe sneak away one of these cruise missiles, because I mean, surprisingly, oh my gosh, that was so close, CNK.
Oh,
But
that would have been awful.
Boston Burgers on the rotation. They got a cruise missile if Toronto Falters maybe can break here.
You got to think, probably going to look at bringing down the game. Boston holding down the time for now. Only need 14 seconds. This one's going to be over. Make it 10 as it's going to start taking down very quickly. Toronto, you got to get there. They're going to call on the streak. It comes in. Nobody on the time. Time is going to be whited out, but Boston Burgers going to get back to it very quickly. They do a great job moving up the map. 8 more seconds. They can win it. No one at the time once again. Toronto, though, only 81 points on the board. You got to think, stressing a little bit, but Revan, he's going to be up top trying to take some players down off these spawns, but Cover immediately takes him down with his teammates. So on Toronto, Midnight with 2 big kills right when they need it most, but 8 seconds is not looking too great right now if you're Toronto. That 8 seconds is going to be really scary going forward.
Most certainly, because you already got to start rotating to this P5, and, you know, good on them for keeping the Boston Burgers off of that P4, but I think it's going to be a little bit tougher with the way that the map is laid out right now. These Toronto Falters are not going to have time to rotate, and Boston Burgers could sneak it away right now. That could very well do it. There's only 3 seconds left to go. I'm not sure if Revan can make it, and he cannot. The Boston Burgers, they take home map 1, and they send Toronto Falters to the 100-point club.
I mean, that's crazy, right? I mean, shout out the Boston Boygas. I mean, this is one of these like groups of people, right? You look at like Crazy Care Bear's career in the league, and one thing we always know from him is that he's always gonna have a great S&D squad, right? Maybe not necessarily the most well known for their like respawn abilities, but this team this season, obviously being 7-0, you know they've been dominating in those respawns. Exactly what we just saw on this sub base. I mean, those SMGs are moving, but most importantly, what those ARs can do. I mean, shout out to Cover. That guy was shooting all map long, making sure he was getting those rotations. I mean, if we had hill time in the game, like if we could actually see hill time right now in Codcaster, how much time would Cover have? I swear, every time we looked at the hill and their team was getting points, he was on it, getting kills, getting points, making sure his squad was getting pushed up. Like, this Boston Boygas team is looking like a championship caliber team right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 7-0 on the season so far. They've been perfect. Toronto falters. This is not a team to scoff at either. Let's remind everybody that this is a championship match. And Boston Burgers, I mean, they just put on a show. And this is not to take anything away from the Toronto falters at all. I think they're most certainly a very solid team. We saw flashes of greatness here toward the end of that map. But like we said, I mean, the hill was just too tall to climb. And now you go into an invasion, search, and destroy. Maps on screen for everybody who wants to look at them. But I mean, like you said, the Boston Burgers, they are normally a very solid S&D team. You're going to have to already start the upset here if you are the Toronto Falters. I mean, I think you cannot let this map 2 go the way of Boston.
Oh, that would be so tough, especially like on an invasion control, right? You already, sorry, yeah. I mean, you've got an invasion S&D going into an invasion control for these next 2 maps, and then if we need it, you got a Skid Row hard point for that map 4, and then also if we needed a terminal S&D, which is that invasion S&D and the terminal S&D. I do not want to see Boston Burgers on those maps, like at all. But at the end of the day, if you're this Toronto team, like we know they're also a very solid S&D team. We saw them in the previous weeks. They're very talented. I got to cast them personally. These guys are great at what they do. They've got some very talented ARs over here, like Noodles and EXO and Midnight. Like these guys, all of them are great. Revan, every single one of them individually. They've got a lot of AR star power, so we'll have to see how they utilize that in this invasion S&D. This is definitely one of those maps where we see the offensive pushes on this map and that terminal S&D are very difficult, right? Like they're like borderline impossible if you don't really have that strategy going into it. But I'm just curious to see how this is going to go for Toronto. Boston is going to come into this one fully ready to go. They're going to have full map, like they're going to have multiple plans of attacking either bomb site on offense and defending either bomb site on defense, depending on the pressure they're receiving. This is a very good team that's great at getting their trades, helping each other out across the map as much as they possibly can. Whereas Toronto, we saw them do a great job in these previous weeks. I'd love to see them come out in this invasion S&D. Maybe they had a little bit of a slow start. I mean, they did have a slow start on this sub base, like hard point, but like you said, we saw them pick it up quite a bit towards the end. Let's see if they can carry that little bit of momentum they had into this invasion S&D. Hopefully pick that one off, get this one tied up 1-1. Forget map 1 even happened, and you're right back in the series.
Yeah, I do definitely agree with you right there. You got to take your little bit of a warm up of map 1. Take it as a warm up. It's chumps. People, start slow from time to time. But I mean, if you are the Toronto Falters, this is most certainly not the worst S&D you could play the Boston Burgers on. You got to straight up. Everybody knows how to play this map the right way. You just got to kind of execute here. It is going to be Toronto Falters on the offense on the break. Let's see what they do with it.
Toronto Falters taking this bomb, looks like over towards that B side, taking it nice and slow so they could easily back this one out, no problem. But the number 7 player Cover, he sneaks up. I don't think they have any idea that he's here at the moment. Checking towards his way. Mojo doing a great job distracting from that mid tunnel.
They are going to have to deal with Cover, but he gets spotted and cut down. Big first blood for Midnight right there. Nice jump into that window, and I don't think Crazy Care Bear sees that cross. He might see the rest of the Toronto Falters, but he may not know about Midnight right here. There is going to be some defense, but another kill comes in from Revan on the pinch. So now, with Boston Burgers, with the information they have, they're going to have to strike here in this 2v4.
Yeah, Mojo and Crazy Care Bear up against the entire world. As this bomb slowly wraps itself over towards the objective, Midnight on that mid tank, just laying down everything he can right now. Make sure these players keep their heads down. I'm going down right now. Mojo, I think he feels this pressure moving towards A. Wants to try to make a move for it. Now it's planted. He's going to get peeked from that side corner. He gets taken down, though. Now going to be 1v4 for Care Bear. He's going to get taken down momentarily as he's getting shot from everywhere. Gets taken down. Toronto with a very good offensive round. Getting that early pick onto Cover is absolutely massive. Picking up the flank kill as well. Getting a 2v4 on offense has to be a great feeling, Jay. I mean, I haven't done a lot of playing this game, but I can't even imagine the feeling of like relief you must have when that happens.
No, I mean, especially when you get toward the end, it's like, if you win an offense, you are jumping for joy at the end of the day, because it's like, we know how difficult it is to take those home at times. And like you said, getting in the 2v4, I like the decision from Toronto Falters to insta-wrap back to A. They got that info. They killed a player on the pinch. They say, hey, he was probably playing A. Let's move it over there, even though they're in the 2v4. And Cover kills himself.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
How does that happen?
I mean, that's like, I don't even know what happened, because it looks like he just like had like a map kill or something, because it didn't look like
like he just runs in the map and a corner kills him.
Crazy Care Bear, he's getting a nice trade on the map for his teammate Cover, right? Something like that, we'll call that. But it's going to be a 3v3. Toronto on defense. They're going to lose another player here. Both these teams a little aggressive on the defense is not paying off so far. Midnight. Got that 3 streak in the back pocket. Hopefully he can save that. But Mojo with a nice little flank going on here. Noodles has no idea right now. Mojo.
He didn't see
a chance to make a move. 1v3 right now. Noodles by himself. He's going to spot off this player behind him. Gets the stun off. Maybe a chance to get a big kill here. Oh, not quite getting the kill yet, but it is going to be a 1v2. Both these players from Boston moving up to that B site. Bomb going down. Construction is going to be taken over.
Bomb goes down. Boston Burgers. It starts with an accidental death, and now you're in the upper hand here. Bomb down at A. You got these players positioned exactly where you want them to be. One on bomb or tractor and one on the cage. Noodle's going to have to surgically remove these players from that bomb site, and you got no information on them. You have an idea of where T-Dub is. You see the gun, but the other one gets the cross shots. Boston Burgers, I mean, they rise from the dead, and they take home the round 2.
Boston Burgers with a nice cleanup. I mean, a lot of times when we see our offensive rounds in Invasion, it's usually going to be earlier, right? Both these teams feeling each other out a little bit. We see both these teams playing a little bit aggressively on defense, not paying off for either team quite yet. But a massive win right there for Boston, right? You lose one of your best players right off the bat to some type of weird thing going on in spawn, and you still win that 3v4 scenario on the offensive side. You got to be feeling pretty good right now. I mean, tied up 1-1.
I'm gonna have to maybe go to Cover's Twitch, see if he's streaming to see exactly what happened there, because I mean,
just his reaction, to be honest.
I'm sure the squad reaction was a little bit comedic, to say the least. Crazy Care Bear dodging shots, but T-Dub gets cut down off the back of it. Crazy Care Bear backing up to the cage area. Not sure if he saw Exo right there, but you see the arrows moving. Boston Burgers, they are most certainly reacting to the B push. Crazy Care Bear has an idea, and he is able to find one. Can he find a second? Midnight right around the corner from him, but Crazy Care Bear puts himself on the 5 street, but now he's all alone in the 1v2. You might know there's a player on this tank. I'm not sure if you saw him run away, but these two players are going back and forth. I'm not sure what the thought process here. There's another one. Can he find the 1v1? No, he cannot. He does get the cruise missile, though, and at the end of the day, that's a W.
I mean, the cruise is massive right there, but Toronto, they'll take the round win anyway. Another offensive win on the board. I mean, it's 3 offenses in a row on a map. We don't typically see offenses, but I mean, if you're Boston, you're pretty happy with the cruise regardless as well, right? That's going to help you out a ton going forward here, especially on a guy like Crazy Care Bear. You know, very talented player who's been around a very long time. You know, he's going to get great utilization out of that.
Oh, he doesn't get it.
Oh, this has been happening recently in the game, that some people will go on streaks.
Oh, he does have it. I'm tripping.
Okay, but that has been happening, though. We have seen that multiple times on stream. Thank God he's actually got it. But now going to be a 2-1 advantage to Toronto. They're on defense now, looking to play a little bit more passive, it looks like. Love to see that out of them.
You can't get a little too fast. Let's see if any of these players get antsy. We saw Exo try to pinch early the other round, and it kind of costed him. But I mean, the Boston Burgers, I mean, they are holding hands. There's 2 duos over here. It's just a matter of who gets the first contact.
I'm looking for Noodles to wrap all the way around right now. We'll see what he does. But okay, Revan, he's going to spot one player out towards the alley. He's going to move a little bit, gets a nice first blood for the squad. And he's going to get a second kill as well, as Revan being a monster right now. Now going to be a 4v2. Boston on offense, down 2 players.
Yeah, T-Dub bit off a little bit more than he could chew. I'm not sure if he had the info on that player Dark, but now 4v2 situation. You're on the offensive end, but I mean, you're at risk of going down 1-3 if you are the Boston Burgers. Toronto Falters, they're playing this good though, CNK.
1v3 now for Mojo. I mean, yeah, it's tough. I mean, these guys set up really well from Toronto. They made sure they had all their lanes covered. No one could sneak out with that bomb or anything. And going to be up 3-1. Toronto's looking great. I mean, you win your offense. You win 2 offenses. Now you win the first defense of the map as well. Going to put yourself up 3-1. I mean, after that map 1, you know these guys are feeling very comfortable now. They're feeling a lot better. You got a couple guys with, like pretty good kill counts here, right? Like 4 or 5 kills right on the board here. You got 3 guys at 4 kills, right? You're feeling pretty good, right? Like for this early on, everyone's feeling a little bit more comfortable.
Boston Burgers scoreboard's looking a little crazy. See, okay, we got 0-0-1 and then 7 with a cruise missile. So, I mean, Crazy Care Bear really has been doing some of the heavy lifting here in the search and destroy so far. I mean, I know we talked about how good Crazy Care Bear is at search, but, I mean, come on, guys. Let's give him some assistance here. It's Moja does exactly that. He finds the first blood. The Toronto Falters now forced to play a little bit slow because they got to maybe hope one of these Boston players scams. But as I say that, Cobra picks on up on the other side of the map.
Good job out of Boston here. Need a bounce back round, but I believe that's their first blood, like, in their favor. Like, technically, the round that Cover died, they got the first blood, but he also died, so, like, technically, Toronto got it. But, I mean, they're going to lose another player there and lose
Oh,
a couple players going down on the map as Toronto pick up 2, going to make things 2v2. This offensive round now looking pretty promising. They actually have the ability to play an A. Obviously, they don't know that. We can see because we have X-ray vision. Shout out Cheats. But Crazy Care Bear and Cover trying to play a little bit of a retake towards this mid-A side, but Cover, he's going to maybe this player by tank. Cover picks up the kill. Nice headshots coming in there, but Revan immediately gets a trade out. Not going to be a 1v1. Care Bear wins the 1v1, though. He ain't losing once, baby. You get him in the open field, it's donezo.
yeah, that was a close gunfight. I can most certainly say that Crazy Care Bear was, you know, one miss away from losing that fight. Great snap onto Revan, hits those headshots, and I mean, that's a beam right there. Crazy Care Bear, 1,500 damage so far in the Search and Destroy. He's trying to put on a show.
I mean, that was round 5, and he's at 1,500 damage. I mean, that's pretty wild.
Yep.
I mean,
Look at that.
oh, man. I mean, guys on pace for, like, a world star, like, not world star, but all-star game right now. Love to see that.
Revan
Crazy
on the
Care
other
Bear.
side, 1,300 as well. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some damage dealing all across the board here, CNK.
I'd love to see. I mean, both these squads, phenomenal, right? I mean, obviously, they're in the Gold North Pre-Made Championship for a reason.
Trade's good. Another kill from Boston Burgers. Now they lean toward that A Street, but they don't know where Noodles is. Now they do. Midnight, though, has all the information they could possibly want. If you're Boston Burgers, I mean, it's going to be tough to get out of the situation. I know you're in a 3v2, but you're all stuck in this DVD or cafe area, diner, whatever you like to call it. But now Midnight, just waiting for that A plant to maybe come through. Boston Burgers, they don't want to do too much.
As you say that, Cover doing Cover things, right? I mean, makes it a 3v1.
Slide.
I mean, Noodle up to a 1v1, 1v3 situation is looking a little tough.
Moja is squaring as well on that fire truck. I mean, this is my least favorite fight in the game. Like, can we just talk about that for a second? Like, nobody's ever gotten a kill from fire truck to fire truck because you just get one shot and then you just hit the crouch button. Like, there's another one right there. 24 seconds. I mean, this is just, it's a futile effort taking this fight.
I mean, this is tough. I mean, Noodles has got a beamer on him.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, he does it again. He's gone. Look. And then now you got a player tank doing the exact same thing. If you're Noodles, you're just like, okay, get me out of here, please. Okay, well, you're going to move on up. Moja's going to get his head ripped off, but he's going to get taken down quickly as Boston. Winning a nice offensive round there.
You know, Moja should have stayed on that fire car.
Hey, that fire car is pretty nice, so I tell you what. Keeps you nice and toasty. You can cook some marshmallows, maybe some hot dogs or something. And you're good to go.
If you get shot a couple times, you can just hide.
Yeah, I mean,
And you're safe.
You know, car's
Safety.
bulletproof, though, so, you know, we're good.
Super incredibly bulletproof, more bulletproof than you would think. 3-3 now. This Search and Destroy, I mean, giving us a lot of content here for sure, because it seems as if like both of these teams are looking very solid so far. We had a 3-1 lead for the Toronto Falters, but Boston Burgers do a great job of bouncing back swiftly. They still have that kill streak in the back pocket, and I was thinking about it, CNK, it's like, if you're Boston Burgers, I could imagine you'd struggle to find maybe a good opportunity to use this kill streak, wouldn't you imagine?
I mean, it's going to be tough, right? Because I feel like you don't want to invest it on defense. Your only option, really. I mean, I feel like teams are going to want to use it on that offensive side. But I mean, look at these kills going back and forth as Toronto. Get some nice trades on the map. Get themselves pushed on up to that B site. Get that thing planted. Maybe a nice 2v3. But Boston, we've seen them do some retakes before. This one's going to be a little bit tougher, though.
Do you see player 6? He's kind of in an awkward location, T-Dub. Maybe could find a route as well, but does not want to commit to it just yet. I'm not sure if player 1's going to see. If not, player 3 most certainly is. T-Dub taking that opportunity to hit it quick, but now, as his other teammate falls, he's in a 1v3, and that doesn't last for long as the Toronto Falters. A successful offensive hit. And, I mean, CNK, we were talking about it so much beforehand, how important offenses are. And I feel like there's been a lot of offensive wins in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I can count it out right now. We got, what, 3, 4... We got 5 offensive wins out of all the rounds that have happened so far. We're 7 rounds in, and 5 of them are offense. I mean, that's pretty wild. We got 2 for Boston and 3 for Toronto. I mean, jeez. Hey, I'm down for some offensive wins. I mean, both these teams are just a little bit too good at S&D. They started beating each other on the offensive side. Love to see that. But Boston, they're going to put the bomb in the hands of Cover, and they're going to say, hey, don't accidentally kill yourself this time around. We're going to move on up to this B bomb site. See, EXO.
I mean, if I'm
classic midpoint.
If I'm Boston, I'm calling this kill streak right now. You got to get these players out of that B area, at least flush them into ice cream or broken, know where they are. But now we're just playing the slow game. Crazy Care Bear. Minute left on the clock, and you already see Noodles. He's taking his time, but he's still making way on the map. Looks like the kill streak gets called in, doesn't find anything, but they're going to take that opportunity to take the bomb site. Cover has the option to slide toward that bomb. He's got Moja watching over top, but, I mean, in the 4v4 situation, it's so tough to sneak your way to that bomb.
Ooh, T-Dub with the first blood is immediately going to get traded out, though. Now you're going to have the number 1 player, Noodles, on your back as he's hitting a massive flank right now with both of his teammates trying to play from the front. But you're going to lose a player, and there we go. Now going to be a 2v3. Boston down a player. Have to hold, but Mojo with a nice kill of his own. Noodles, though, on this flank. We'll see if he checks his corners. No, that shots do come in. Crazy Care Bear is going to give himself away on accident. Now Mojo 1v2, 30 seconds to hold on here. Gets stunned out. They know exactly where he's at. Both these players pushing on in. Mojo with one. Has to try to heal up, but he gets out towards the tank before going down. No, Revan gets the kill. Up 5-3 for the squad.
I see the vision out of Moja right there, but Revan does a great job of putting the shots he needs to. I mean, it's a very close. If Moja gets across there, that becomes extremely dangerous for the Toronto Falters, with especially the new health regeneration buff. I mean, Moja can just lay down behind that tank for half a second, and you are regenerated. Revan doing a great job. 9 and 5 so far. We were talking about him on the other side. He was frying so far in this match. And now Toronto Falters looking to bounce back well in this map too. Let's not forget about it. I mean, the map 1 wasn't close. But Toronto Falters, I mean, they do a fantastic job of bouncing back. I love to tip that. I love to see it. Let's see if they can take it home and even up the series at 1.
Not gonna lie, Jake, this game's got me calling out one shot, no stim a lot. They don't even have stims, but it feels like they got stims. But Toronto Falters now, offensive side. Trying to make a move. EXO going to be the most pushed up player, rival 9 in hand. Does see Cover cross, calls it out to his teammates. Cover did not spot him out. Crazy Care Bear gets shot up pretty good, though. Mojo with a nice first blood on the map, giving a nice first blood opportunity to Boston here. See how this defense pans out. Cover just trying to stay alive right now.
And look at where that bomb is. That player dies mid-map, and they are deep in that spawn. You see EXO going to have to rat back, give up that DVD control just to try and grab it, but somebody's still watching it. It's going to be Moja. Now things become a lot more dangerous. This is a huge time waste right now, but Noodles is able to find it on the other side of the map. Not sure how he got to top palace.
I mean, that's Noodles for you. He just finds a way through the map. He does a very good job feeling this thing out. But I mean, he's up to 9 and 4. This guy really putting on a show right now in the S&D as well as guys like Crazy Care Bear and Revan. But now that bomb playing in favor of the boys on Toronto as Noodles picks up another one, getting himself his 10th kill of the map, taking T-Dub off of it. Crazy Care Bear and Cover to keep themselves alive on the map. Currently down 3-5. Have to win this round to continue on. The push coming in. Cover gets taken down. Now going to be a 1v3. Crazy Care Bear by himself. Makes it a 1v2 quickly, but needs 7.5 seconds to defuse, so he's going to have to get the move on. He can rip EXO apart here. Not quite able to get that kill. Now has to move up. 10 seconds to get up there and get this one defused. He's trying to make a move. Not going to be able to get there in time. He gets taken down. Oh, he's still alive, but EXO shooting him up. And would have been gone anyway. Toronto Falters win the map in a 6-3 fashion. Looking great. Massive bounce back from that map 1. Everyone lighting up the scoreboard as well. Looking phenomenal on this invasion map.
Honestly, the kill cam was he was shooting him through the tank. That's what I thought. I haven't seen that one before. EXO utilizing a very solid line of sight. But yeah, like you said, CNK, I mean, Toronto Falters bounce back with a vengeance. 3,100 damage for Noodles. I mean, that is quite the performance, CNK. He is dealing damage. He's finding the kills. And they're able to find the victory off the back of it. So now, I mean, it's anybody's game, CNK. This goes from being like, you never know, especially after a rough map 1. You say like, okay, this could be a 3-0 for Boston Burgers. But instead, I mean, this just flipped everything on its head. And now this map 3 going to be more important than ever.
Invasion control, I'm looking for it, right? So this Toronto Falter squad, I think this is the exact control map I saw them play on previously. I know they had a little bit of a tough time on it. It was a little rough to watch, I do believe, if I remember correctly. I could probably check my notes. I got them somewhere. But, I mean, regardless, I'm going to love to see them come out strong on this map. I'm not too sure. I wasn't really paying attention, but Boston had a good side for sub base, right? So likely not their map, right? And then, so hosting goes, what, 1-3-5, right?
Well, Toronto had offense for invasion, so that makes sense, CNK.
Yeah. So
it looks like
hosting-wise, yeah. Well, I mean, map pick-wise,
we
not
need a
hosting.
little bit more information, I think.
Yeah.
Boston hosts map 1, so does that mean they didn't even pick it?
Interesting.
We're gonna have to take a look at the veto rules. Might have to take a look at the veto rules. But
Yeah,
for now, I am gonna throw it to a quick commercial break just to let everybody get settled before this map 3 begins. Don't go anywhere. We got more championship matchup up next. 1-to-1 series, Invasion Control. Who's gonna take it home? We'll find out.
I've seen you out there running around, jumping on points with no protection. You probably think this guy looks cool, dodging explosions and whatnot. Well, guess what? This is him after years of shrapnel. You know what I think? I think it's despicable, disgusting. It's downright irresponsible is what it is. What you need is a high-tech, high-quality aerial ballistic defense system. Introducing the Victor Champ Trophy System. Look at this beauty. It'll stop grenades, Semtex, Whisker Biscuits, Nipsey Daisers, with or without the scooter stick, and frustrate your opponent into making a mistake while you're just chilling on a park bench. Nice. Don't be a chump. Buy a champ.
Is this the end? Am I gonna die? No ammo for my AR. All I have is a knife. Break on! Break on! Zombies coming up from the ground below. Little Nancy chicks that ain't alive no more. They're crawling around and coming for your toes. How do they breathe when they got no nose? Grab ray gun and use them on the throw. Blast them away for the highest score. If the merger would have been easier to make if zombies had a theater mode. Perscaloya is a chiller. Negatanya, he's a killer. You'll drown in sound when you face hellhounds. No one feel ya, it's a thriller. Keep trying all their chats for the rape. Sing mystery but dead again. Bored and bound. It's ray guns and ray guns a
Scoreline? More like Snoreline. Playing the objective is a common man's game. But you're a discerning gentleman. You know the only important stat is that of the ratio of your K's to your D's. You know exactly where your opponent is going to be. So snuggle up on that heady and enjoy the easy pickings, friend. Leave the OBJ to the KIA. And if you commit, someday you could join the highly exclusive 100-Point Club.
A little known fact is that Treyarch loves birds. For example, notice the attention to detail on this large-breasted farfanugget, or these saltwater cockamemies, this multi-winged metallic bird, and the crows. Lots and lots and lots of crows. So hop in the nearest van, boat, train, or on a very big bird.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Call of Duty Rec League. We got Invasion Control here, a 1-to-1 series in this championship matchup in the Gold Pre-Made North Division. It looks like we've got two substantial opponents going on here in the Gold Pre-Made North Division. I think we're on board for a good series here, CNK.
Hey, both these teams looking to go to plat next season, so I think they're looking to put on a show for us, their last chance in gold. We'll see what goes down, but Toronto Falcons, they are going to be on that attacking side. We'll see what they can get going. They try to get their initial push off, but that A push not going to come through. That B push now trying to get it going, but the kill's coming in for Boston. The spawn kill should come in shortly as well. Crazy Jennifer pushed all the way up into spawn, picks up one, trying to get a little bit more if he can before going down. Now Boston all on that B side of the map, but they're spawning all of Toronto on that B side as well, so they're good for now.
Most certainly are. You see all those Toronto players at that ice cream area, and I mean, they are absolutely trapped right now. You see them trying to push out this tank. The nades are good, the tacks are there, but you still got Moja to deal with, and Crazy Care Bear is not that far behind him. You see them playing a high-low setup in this dark side area, and Moja is able to pick up one, but there's the clearance on the B side. You see Revan still on pushing, is able to find 2 right there. They should be able to hop on this point, but they only got 14 seconds left to work with, and they have 0 ticks so far.
Yeah, no ticks yet. Not even really much ability to get anything going, but Moja now, only pushed up player really for his squad, gonna have to try to stop these ticks from coming in. First tick well on its way for Toronto, trying to get that one down. Got a mini stack going on. Stack the point where to Jims, as that first tick is gone. Second tick well on its way as well. Boston Burgers trying to fight this one back, knowing they want to end this one in time. As soon as they can, the kills coming in. They pick up 2, they pick up a third. No one really close enough to hop on this one, except for Midnight maybe, but they're going to rush up the map. 4 seconds to get there, but they got to go through all the Boston players. The kills are coming in. 0.1 left, not able to get on. Cover goes on a 5 at the end as well. And Boston
And he
just
picks up
dominate. Give up only 1 tick.
Picks up a 3-piece as well to close it out, and we should see it in the kill camera here. There's one. Nice spray transfer to the second. The third one sprinting at you. He picks it up. 9 and 3 for Cover in the round 1. And I mean, like you said, CNK, only 1 tick. That is not the way you want to start an invasion control.
Not ideal at all, but I mean, now we're going to get to see Boston on the offensive side. We'll see if anything goes any better their way. I mean, Toronto is a team, maybe they're coming out a little bit slow on the map. Hey, no big deal. Let's see if they can bring this one back. No problem here. But Boston Burgers, they're going to do this classic A push right off the bat and see if they can get some pressure going over here. Toronto, though, countering with 3 players, knowing it's an important side to defend. First pick, though, coming in from the Crazy Care Bear himself. You see making pick up 1 as well, as Midnight is going to get 1 trade. So Toronto Falters trying to defend this one out right now. They've got some players towards back gas, doing what they can. But 1 player going to sneak onto A. Time going their way. Kills going their way as well now. The stack going to come in here shortly as you're going to get 2 players on, it looks like. Cover does stay towards mid, though. Isn't going to push on in, but that first tick is on its way.
Crazy Care Bear all alone, though. It does open up that B site for
it.
just a moment. I don't know if he did. We will probably find out shortly. Nobody's going back to decap it, so we're just going to assume for now that they got that A tick, and they've already made their way over to the B point. They've used Crazy Care Bear as a distraction, and before they could even blink an eye, they're already they're stacking the B point. They are able to pick him up. The clearance is there. That was a quick break for the Toronto Falters, like that out of them, but can you hold the spawn trap?
They are going to be up just a little bit, getting those kills as well. 23 to 20 in lives here. So up by 3. Toronto getting at least 1 early kill here, trying to extend it out. But Mojo, he's going to stop the bleeding for now. Make sure these players can move up towards this B side of the map. Awesome, looking to try to get back on this B site. Toronto, not really in a position to pounce on this site quite yet. We'll see what they can make moves on. The Midnight going to get a nice kill there, but not enough quite yet. Noodles with 1 as well. He's going to get pushed back by an 8. Second tick is coming through on this B site. Noodles with a double kill. One of them being his teammate, though.
Oh, and that team kill pays dividends because now it's Moja finds a kill, and he's able to jump on that point instantly. They do have Midnight in the spawn, hitting some nice wallbang headshots, and does find the kill. But I mean, if you're Boston Burgers, you don't find the B point, but you do have the 3 ticks that you desire in the grand scheme of things.
And Revan on a 5, now going to be a 6. Does secure the cruise missile as well, which is very big for this map and mode. Like, it very much so helps in control on invasion. But Toronto starting to slay out very heavily now, getting a ton of these kills on the board, not really letting Boston move up the map. Revan has to make some big plays on a 7. X up to that dozer to stay nice and safe as his teammates take down people in the middle of the map. 3 seconds remaining. No one close enough on Boston to get to the time to extend it out. Ooh, I say that rated. Ooh, he got close. He got close, but Toronto takes that one. I don't know if that tick went all the way on A or not. We're just going to assume it did.
We're just going to have to assume so. Noodles, 11 and 8 so far, along with Revan playing the way he is. I mean, that's a good showing out of the Toronto Falters right there. But let's not forget, Boston Burgers are going to be up in the tick category. They are back on that defensive end, so Toronto Falters have another opportunity. Revan on that 7 streak. I mean, Midnight, Revan, and Noodles all with 11 in the game so far. One of them with a kill streak.
I mean, Revan's going off right now. That's our boy. But now, ooh, nice early kill coming in from Revan. We do see the nade kill from Crazy Care Bear, but a chance for Toronto maybe to get towards this A objective. I say that as Cover Moja. Shut that one down quickly. B objective, though, going to get on right away. So it stops the time for now. Allows them to start getting something going, get out of that spawn as well. Boston going to make their way over here. Teed up. Trying to shout that out with the Rival 9. Definitely a difficult gunfight with that gun, but you're going to see Boston trying to collapse on this B site. Cover's going to call on that kill streak now. Cruise missile coming in from downtown. Remember, trophy systems do not stop this thing now. See if Boston can follow up on this. 2 kills going their way. Crazy Care Bear with the pistol. So we'll see how they make a maneuver with this. Some kills still going their way. 1 more player to deal with. They get all 4 down. They get the B tick of the second one is going to get taken off here momentarily.
You see player 5, it's Moja. He has that spawn cross, and he is able to find one. Revan is able to pick up the second, but now you have the information that you want. You see those two players cross toward Ice Cream, and now you can react to it accordingly. Cover, having a game 16-8 so far, could potentially find another cruise missile. And Toronto Falters, they haven't made a lot of progress here at the points just yet. They do have one tick onto B, and as they kill Cover, that is an opening, but Boston Burgers, we've seen them respond well. Let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, EXO, he's going to be mid-tank, though, just trying to light these players up on Boston. He's going to move their way back over to the other side of the map. EXO being a little bit of a menace, he ends up getting 2, looking for a third as he goes down. His teammates, though, on the B objective here, trying to get that second tick secured, but the captain, oh my, Captain Crazy Care Bear doing his thing. We see the side of Boston fighting back for this B objective once again. This defense very much so going their way once again. Gave up 1 tick in the first defensive round, looking to do it again in this one. So have to get a ton more kills here on this B side to make sure that secures. Cover by himself does get taken down, waiting for some teammates to move up the map. As you see the side of Toronto on the point. Stack the point word to Jims as we see that thing start to go lightning quick. 2 ticks already gone, 3rd tick starting to get going. They started to get some of these kills. Oh, the teammate, no, he ends up blowing himself up. The stun does secure the kill. The 3rd tick not secured. No one on the time. It's going to tick down. The side of Boston is on it right now, preventing the time. Revan, though, with a double kill. He's doing his thing.
That's a big 2-piece out of Revan. You could potentially find this 3rd tick, and it looks like they will. Boston Burgers, though, they know where the Toronto Falters are coming from. You find those 3 ticks if you're Toronto Falters, which is kind of the baseline of what you want, like we were talking about before. But an offensive win, of course, it's always okay to have. You'll take an offensive win when you can have it. 45 seconds left to go, though. Now Boston Burgers up 6 lives. It's going to be tough for Toronto Falters to make it happen, but it's most certainly not over yet.
I mean, 7 lives is not a ton to push the same objective with 30 seconds remaining as well. You got to make a move now. 6 lives now is Boston, keeping these players at bay, getting some more kills on the board. But Revan, that's your guy we're looking for to make a move. He's trying to move up that backside of the map right now. You got to go pretty quickly. 20 seconds remaining to get on this time. 3 ticks secured on B, so you're looking fairly solid for this defensive round, but you want more. But keeping some players distracted, but Cover still shutting them down. Look at that. Revan trying to sneak through the back. Midnight pushing up with him. 1 on Firecar gets taken down. Revan trying to move towards his objective. The kills coming through. Maybe a chance to get on. We see a couple kills going the way of Toronto. They get on this 8-point time ticking down. Moja, though, he gets here. Gets taken down as well. Midnight with a massive kill there. Allows his teammates to move up. That 8 points now stacked up. Stack the point where to Jim's. 3 players alive for Toronto. All of them in a position to help.
No kills come in. That's still 2 stacked. Oh, no. The Boston Burgers, they have to move quickly. Crazy Care Bear is able to find one, isn't able to find the second. 2v3 right now with 3 seconds remaining. Now it's going to be Midnight all alone. How many can they find? They won't find any as Cover gets a big 2-piece to close that round out. Boston Burgers, it gets scary for them for a moment, but they close it out when it matters most. Big 2-piece out of Cover here. I'm just not sure how many ticks they got exactly on that 8 point.
5 total, because they started that 3rd one.
Okay.
So looking a little rough. So they should be up 6-3 right now. So they're,
I think you're correct.
3. Oh, I mean, whew. I mean, if you're Boston, that got scary. That got scary quick. You saw the time flying by, but also the lives were draining like crazy, right? I mean, they're sweating right now. They're ready to go. The bounce back is in. They're going to be up 2-1. The defensive round's going their way, obviously, there. The kills coming in as they get on this A objective very quickly, it looks like. The side of Toronto trying to fight back. Revan with a massive 2-piece, as he always does, but T-Dub going to shut him down. No one on that 8-point quite yet. T-Dub trying to get there, get shut down. Massive kills coming in from Toronto as Boston trying to fight for that 8-point just a little bit more as they go towards B off that respawn.
Looks like they're trying to find the kills on the other side of the map, and they do. So now maybe Boston Burgers could stack for just a moment. Crazy Care Bear trying to lurk in this middle side area, but he's unable to find anything with it. Now it's going to be a Boston Burger stack. You see them triple stacked on that word to Jims, and they already got 2 ticks on the board. I'm not even sure if Toronto can fight this.
I mean, Toronto, it doesn't even look like they're really going to try. They're going to give up those 3 ticks there. No big deal. On the defensive side, 8-point is still completely fresh right now. We see a couple kills going back and forth. Nothing too crazy, but Cover getting the team moving up the map, getting a nice 2-piece there. Crazy Care Bear with 1 as well. That's going to allow Boston to move up nice and slowly. We see that number 1 player, Midnight, in the back spawn. If he can stay alive, just be a little bit annoying, would help out a lot. As I say that, I mean, he does get a kill, but his teammates getting shut down on the other side of the map slowly. As Toronto, though, picking up some kills.
I don't know who that is. That's going to be Crazy Care Bear in spawn, and he is being an absolute menace right now on a 3 streak, and they just could not find him. It looks like they had the info on Midnight toward the backside of the map. And you got Cover on this A point. You see the rest of the Boston Burgers arrows. They are flying toward this A site. They are trying to hold the cross for Cover, but to no avail, as you are able to find 1 tick. So that is going to put them in the tick lead for now. So that will secure the round 5 defense for the Boston Burgers, but it's not over yet. Minute 20 to make something happen. You need to get 2 ticks.
The Boston Boygers behind Cover, who's 27 and 15, by the way. Very big numbers right there out of the championship matchup player there. But Crazy Care Bear, kind of the MVP of the round right now, in my opinion. Guy's been an absolute menace all game long. But we'll see. Boston Burgers trying to move up from that backside. Obviously, they have B side secured, so they're going to probably try to move through back gas here if they get the opportunity. 1 player to deal with behind them. They're going to deal with a couple of them, but get traded out at the same time. Toronto doing a good job trading out, immediately getting a player up in that back spawn. That's going to be Revan. Now your teammates have to try to clutch up as Moja. He's going to get pushed up the map. Maybe a chance to make some plays. I think Cover doing something.
Oh, and Noodles with a big kill on that site. Revan finds 2 on the other side of the map, but 37 seconds left to go. The life count almost even. Toronto up 1, and Cover's still here. I'm not sure they know that he's here. He is going to be able to find that kill. Does the trade come in? Looks like they have the info that he's there, and they do, but Exo is able to clean that up. And Noodles putting himself on a 5. A cruise missile would be a nice ending to this for him.
Oh, that would be massive going into the next round. Also knowing, they don't know yet, but we know they're going to be on the offensive side. So it would be nice to have that going forward. Noodles just trying to stay alive for right now in that objective. See the side of Boston still trying to fight for this. Not a ton of time left. No one really close enough to hop on this time, but 2 seconds remaining. Cover going to push on up. Maybe he can sneak on in, but not quite. Going to tie things up 2-2. We're going to a round 5, baby, just like we always expected. But it looks like Boston Burgers have secured that last one there.
And Noodles is able to pick up that cruise missile. So maybe you can make a play with it. I mean, I would probably save it for when you're trying to push out A. Maybe open up some territory over on that side of the map and maybe sneak your way into it. But it's going to be tough to use. I mean, offense on invasion is always an uphill battle, especially on that, round 5 territory. Is for all the marbles. I mean, this map could be the game changer. I'm going to whip out the stat CNK, but 75% of teams that win map 3 win the series.
That's what I'm
So
talking about. That's good stats.
there's
right there.
something to be said about that.
100% of teams that stack the point. Stack the point wins. So that's all. That's the stat right there. It's not a real stat, but it doesn't even make sense. But it's a thing.
I like your stat better.
But this round is going to be kicking off right now. A couple kills going either way. As Toronto once again trying to get towards this A push. We see this from pretty much every team. Try to get the A push right off the bat. Maybe you can sneak through, get some time going. Looks like they might be able to do that as Revan picks up a double kill. Crazy Care Bear is going to take him down there, going towards this objective. Cleans up the kill as well. Picking up monster 2 pieces all over the place if he can. But Noodles still trying to push up this A street as his teammates push up B street. He is going to get called out. They know exactly where he's at. So we'll see if Crazy Care Bear just chow this one out momentarily. Gets his head ripped off for the troubles.
Oh, and Mojo almost reads it correctly, but now it's going to be Exo hopping on that point. Only a single stack right now, so you'd love to make that maybe like a triple stack or at least a double stack. I mean, this guy's all alone. He's got teammates around him, but they've refused to hop on that point. Now Boston Burgers, they have an opening to maybe fight for it. Still some time left to go. There's a player DVD, but Midnight does a great job of finding that 2-piece right there. There's going to be a contention for a second, but it's all a diversion as the Boston Burgers are all going to fall, minus Crazy Care Bear. Now you got to push toward that A site. Let's not forget, this is for the map. A minute 55 left to work with. You see player 3, it's going to be dangerous.
I mean, Revan, definitely one of those players for Toronto. He is getting taken down right now, but off a respawn, him and Noodles are the people that are looking to make some plays for the squad. Hey, once again, picking up that back flank. Midnight's done that a couple times this game by picking up anyone who pushes towards that back palace, gets a little bit too spawn kill heavy and takes him down. But now Toronto slowly moving up the map. They've got 3 players alive, including number 4 player Noodles towards back gas, but he should get taken out momentarily. I think they know where he's at, but he's going to be able to pick up 1 kill, stay alive temporarily, help his teammates move up the map there. And kills coming in for Toronto. Look at that. It's going to be 4 down right there. They're going to hop on this time stack. The point where to Jibs. Toronto falters on this time. Now they got 2 players on, 1 player off. Boston Burgers trying to push up from those back spawns to gas, but that time is going pretty quick. First take is down. The Cruise comes in, picks up a double kill. Massive from Noodles, picked that up in the previous round. Some kills coming in. Crazy Care Bear trying to sneak in. He's going to move on up. Can't quite find anything right off the bat. Gets taken down. 3 players here. The stack is in and the round is won. They win the first offensive round of the map, and Toronto Falters take map 3 in a 3-2 fashion.
That's why you stack the point. Word to Jim, CNK Toronto Falters. They make it happen. 1-4 dead, and the Boston Burgers do not have a response. That cruise missile is so big as well. I was curious what EXO was doing, or Noodles was doing on the map back spawn, but I should have known that the missile would be flying in from the sky. Picks up 2, and they're able to take home that map 3. I mean, what a map that was. I couldn't have expected it to end that way, but I mean, Toronto Falters, they have really turned the series on its head.
Toronto Falters. We know how talented this team is, right? Map, like at least I do. Sorry, Jake. I'm sure you didn't get the chance to cast. I previously casted these guys in their first round of playoffs in that quarterfinals there, and they were fantastic to watch. Very talented team. They beat out Atlanta for that pre-made North slot to move on to semifinals. And I tell you what, I mean, these guys very good then, and now had a rough map 1. But we know one of the main things with this Toronto team is how dominant their AR presence is, right? That's one of the most important things with this team. And that sub base is a little difficult to get those ARs moving sometimes. Those SMGs can make quite the impact, but also it's maybe not just the best map for it. But they came out kind of slow there, but they answer back. They win a big one in the S&D, winning 6-3, and now come out and win in a 3-2 fashion, the control. And that stack on the A point, though, I mean, that's insane, right? I mean, how often do you see that, Jake? I mean, it basically never happens, but they get the kills they need. They barely sneak through, and they just get on there.
Yeah, I mean, they do exactly what they need to do. They don't crumble under pressure. They don't miss a lane to pick up. They find all the kills they need to get. They sprint onto that point, triple stack it. And I mean, Boston Burgers, I mean, once you get to that point, there's really just not really an answer. That's why it's so volatile on a map like Invasion Control, because, you know, you get that 4 down, that team sneaks on A, and you are just sliding into a blender hoping that you come out on top. And when there's 2 players in that point, let alone 3, it's like, it is so hard to clear that. So I mean, Toronto Falters, they took their advantage when they could, and they struck, and now they're 1 map away from a championship. Boston Burgers, I'm sure they got a lot of supporters in chat. I'm sure the Toronto Falters have their fair share as well, and I'm sure both communities would hate to see these guys lose. But what you can say, CNK, is this series has been nothing short of fantastic so far.
I mean, it's been a great time. I mean, with the way we saw that map 1, we were maybe a little concerned this one was going to be a little bit of a blowout, but Toronto have answered back in a beautiful way, right? Going 2 maps in a row. And we knew they had to take the S&D, right? With how good this Boston Burgers team is at S&D. But now that you know Toronto's just as good, if not a little bit better, they end up winning that map, right? You got to be a little bit worried for Boston if you're a Boston fan now, right? Going into this map 4, you know it's a must win. Obviously, otherwise they lose the series. But going into that map 5, maybe you don't have as much confidence in them to just take the map like you would normally expect in an S&D from this squad. But one thing we do know about both these teams, they're both very clutch, right? When it matters most, they're both going to put everything on the line. They're going to do everything they possibly can to win that map 5 if we get there. But I mean, this map 4 Skid Row HP is going to be crazy. I mean, it's going to be absolutely nuts with the new rotations that are and everything. Like, I don't know who's going to have that P1, P2 side. I'm assuming the way everything's been going so far, Boston is going to start on the good side of the map. So hopefully they can hold that good side right away and then get some good time moving immediately for themselves.
Listen, CNK, we were talking in the break about who has what side, and I can tell you confidently I have no idea who's going to start on the good side for this map. It will be just a surprise to you as it will be to me, everybody in chat, because it was a little bit confusing in the read off screen, but it is going to be interesting nonetheless. I mean, if I'm looking for anything here, I'm looking for a classic Boston Burger bounce back, the quadruple B, to maybe send this to a map 5. I mean, if we are gonna see a Boston Burger championship match, I feel like it's only right we go to the game 5. Don't you agree, CNK? I mean, it is only right. I mean, we're through 3 maps so far. It's only 7 p.m. These guys are on time. They are punctual, and I'd be keen for a map 5 personally.
I'm excited. It's championships, right? This is exactly what you expect. You want to happen, right? I mean, the worst part about this right now is both these teams deserve this championship. They both have had phenomenal seasons, phenomenal playoffs. Both these teams, I mean, you look at this Boston Burgers team, I mean, they've been loved in the community for a long time, right? But this Toronto team have done a great job fighting this season. They've got a good storyline of their own. I'd love to see them win it. but it's tough, right? I mean, who you rooting for? I got no idea right now. It's hard to be against the Boston Boygas boys, you know what I'm saying? I mean, those are the boys right now. But I mean, this Skid Row hardpoint is going to be crazy right now. Toronto have the
Yeah.
ability to win this championship in a 3-1 fashion, take this one home, end their season with the absolute best way possible, right? Then the Boston Burgers, on the other hand, you got a chance to go home right now. And I know the boys aren't going home without a game 5. There's no way they're doing that to the stream. These boys are going to turn up in this Skid Row. They're going to get it done. We might get a repeat of map 1. We'll see what happens in that map 5. These boys are going to trade blows left and right. But this map 4, this is where the spice goes down.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm looking at Cover here in the map 4 to make the difference. If he can pop off with that SMG, which we know that he can do, it's going to be very hard for Toronto Falters to take them down. Me personally, as a burger myself, as a Boston Burger currently, I am going to have to be rooting for the Boston Burgers this time around. I would love to see a victory for the boys and at least a map 5. You know, Toronto Falters, as you say, they are well deserving of the victory here. We've seen how good they have been so far in the series, even after that rough map 1. But the Boston Burgers, those are my guys over there. That's my organization, and I'm gonna be excited to see them win if they are able to do so. Bad start though for Crazy Care Bear. He gets cut off that P2 area, and you see the Toronto Falters. They were very much so tackling that P2 area off the break, but Boston Burgers get a big 4 down with T-Dub and Mojo combining for 4.
Yeah, they're trying to get pushed through right away. They're trying to get that P2 side of the map, knowing how important it is. But Boston, they're already picking up 20 seconds on this P1, looking like a repeat of map 1 already. As Toronto, you got to try to get this time, just contest it, right? I mean, you got to at least try to contest this because that P2 is going to be brutal. They're trying to move down tunnel right now. They're trying to regain that side of the map. I say regain. They're trying to gain that side map control. And Boston's still shutting players down. Mojo up to a 4 streak right now. Boston looking phenomenal. Mojo on a 5 now, up to 42-0.
Yeah, they're going to get all of this P1 time, and they have the rotation of P2, so Toronto Falters really need some of these kills to go their way because you would like that to be flipped. If you are the Toronto Falters, you would want a good chunk of that P1 time and to at least, you know, kind of match it for that P2 if they do find the opening. But now you got to cut down Mojin. He finds a kill streak as well. Big 3 down. Now it's going to be Revan all alone. What can he do here? He is able to find one. The rest of the Falters are swarming as well. All those burgers are going to be so far away. They are in that tunnel area, but the push is going to come in now. You see those 4 burgers going to be in that tunnel, but Revan has snuck his way to the point. He is able to cut down Crazy Care Bear. Exo here, how many can he find? He is able to find 1, make it 2, and now the Boston Burgers have been completely eradicated out of that hill. And with 21 seconds left to go, you got to start thinking about P3 because it looks like Midnight's already done so.
And Revan just got himself a 6 streak as well, so he's got a cruise missile secured. Still going on a streak there. That guy's on a 7 now. I mean, Toronto do a good job there. They get the last 30 seconds of the time. The P3, though, we're looking for. Toronto gets the early rotation. Boston trying to push this one in. They have a cruise missile in the back pocket as well. Not going to use it here, but, you know, they do have it. We'll see what goes down. But Cover with a nice opener there. We'll see what they can utilize this. Heat up with a nice one with the Rival 9. The push coming in from Boston. They pick up 3. They get the trophies down as well. But Revan on his 8 streak trying to get there to help his teammates out.
Cover needs some help on that point. The Toronto Falters are going to be flying through this top middle area. He's got the AR to work with. The shots are there. The free fire good. Cover finds 1. Can he find the second? He does not, but the trade is there for T-Dub. Toronto Falters, Revan 8-0 so far. He has been cooking as he has that kill streak in the back pocket. But the rest of the Falters, they are going to rotate early. 25 seconds on the clock. They do not want a replication of what we saw the last hard point these two teams play. They do not want to find themselves in a deficit here, so they get on the horse early. They're on that rotation. You see the burgers, they are spawning at that app side area, so one more wave, but with 10 seconds left to go, the Toronto Falters are in a good position.
Toronto Falters are looking to try to get some more time on the board here as this big P4 popping up now. Boston Burger's going to have total control of that as they get the kill. Crazy Bear just takes out his teammate just for fun of it. Takes out T-Dub because why not? But we'll see the side of Toronto trying to push into this. Some players from Boston, though, pushing up through that tunnel. Let's see if they can get here to help their teammates out. They're going to lose two of their players right off the bat there. Mojo with a nice answer back. But Toronto picking up some massive kills here. Mojo in the tunnel picks up another 3 kills to his name so far on the life. Trying to push in with the Renetti. Let's see what he can get going. Exo in the hill. Exo's out of the hill, though, as Mojo now on a 4 up to 12-6. We'll see what he can do more for his team. But Boston up to 121 to 57. A great lead going through him now and being on this time.
I mean, Boston Burgers breaks have just been absolutely immaculate so far.
Crazy.
When they need to break, they find it at like the perfect time. They just fly on in. But the holds have been a little suspect, CNK, I won't lie, as we see that right there. Moja, though, on the way to new, he isn't able to find those kills, but the rest of the Burgers, you can see where their focus is. It's on that P5 area. Midnight, though, doing a great job of locking down the first initial push. 70 to 125 here. I wouldn't be surprised if Burgers use the kill streak.
Yeah, this P5, definitely the objective we see most teams try to use those cruises on if they have them. Try to get pushed in there, but you see Toronto now great spread on the map, trying to cover every angle they possibly can. Got players in garage and everything, but Boston Burgers trying to push up the map slowly, lose one. Mojo with the Shriek coming in, does get a kill, but they lose their teammates, so the Shriek not going to be helpful whatsoever. As the side of Toronto Falters getting themselves right back in the map, getting a nice little point going their way. If they get the rest of these points, they'll be looking great. Midnight win on a 5 before going down, got very close to that cruise. The Boston Burgers still trying to push this one up, but they've got to deal with guys gunning them from everywhere.
Most certainly do. You see Toronto Falters already focusing on new as well. Revan being the man so far for the Toronto Falters. 16 and 7 so far. And Midnight getting those rotation kills when you need them to. 14 and 11 for him with that Rival 9. The Boston Burgers, a good start for him, but kind of a slow end to that first rotation. You see Noodles on the 5 streak as well. He's starting to wake up. He finds the 6th as well. That's going to be a cruise missile in the back pocket. Boston Burgers, they're on this P1, but you're going to see the Toronto Falters start to swarm very quickly.
Revan got himself another 5 as well before going down, but Toronto doing a good job fighting back now. But Boston's still getting this P1 time. I tell you what, this team is very good at getting this like scrap time here in P1. But T-Dub, we'll see what he can get going for the boards. He's got the Rival 9 in hand. He needs to help his guys out a little bit. The team kill, I mean the self kill, I guess, comes in from Midnight. A little bit of a self nade there, gonna happen every once in a while. But Toronto still trying to hold for this P2, knowing that's where the big money time is at. Even though, I mean, Boston's got serious money time on P1 both times, like 45 seconds in the first. P1 now looking to get another 40 here total.
They have like 100 seconds on P1, which is not what you necessarily expect. I mean, I know that we like to see teams give up a little bit of that P1 time to focus on the P2, but I think at some point, you know, it becomes a little bit dangerous for your team when you're giving up so much time on the P1. Boston Burgers, I mean, they have an opportunity at break, and we've seen them do so a good amount so far. It's just up to Toronto Falters to lock this in. It could be a tie game going into the P3.
Yeah, Toronto doing it basically exactly what they had going for their P5 hold once again on this P2. But Cobra, he's going to push towards the back towards the shipping containers. Got one player to beat back here. Is going to get taken down. Revan going to be holding it down. Up to 21 and 10 for him. We see Noodles off respawn trying to help his teammates out. But Moja, he's going to get a nice kill. Their spawn's right behind him. Moja going to have a chance to help break this one open. Toronto now are going to get pushed in. 30 seconds remaining on the hill. This is where Toronto was able to break it last time around against Boston. But Revan with 3 big kills, looking for a 4th before going down. Crazy Care Bear, though, does sneak through. Is going to get taken down. Now Toronto should be able to secure the last 17 seconds or so as we rotate on over to this P3, and Toronto's going to be the first team there.
Most certainly are. You see player 4, EXO, at that back laundry area. It's been EXO and Midnight on those rotations every time, it seems, and now the kills don't go their way, so Boston Burger's going to flip that on its head. T-Dub still alive on that plat side area. He's going to be dangerous. They're going to have to cut him down. As that player jumps up onto plat, he is going to be able to do it. And Moja is in this laundry area, but player 5, they're going to need their help. I'm going to need to see them lock down the rest of this time. 47 seconds left on the clock, and Toronto Falters, they are far away.
I mean, if you can get this entire time, which would be crazy. We do hear a streak coming in right now. We'll see what that is going to land and take someone out. Toronto pick up 2 kills. That streak lands absolutely nowhere. Got to imagine it was Toronto streak trying to break on in. So don't want to blow your own teammates up. But now Boston trying to get a little bit of retake. It's going to be a little easier because EXO blowing himself up, doing his best impersonation of Midnight. But Midnight getting a nice kill there, clutches up a little bit. Here getting one nice kill, tries to chow out for a little bit more. Bites off a little more than they can chew, but the teammates are going to clean it up. Toronto Falters getting some massive time here, going to tie things up with this time. Revan up to 29 and 14 on a 4 streak once again. This guy has been doing everything for the squad. But the P4 coming in, Toronto Falters holding it down. Players trying to push through tunnel for the side of Boston. Not working out quite yet, but Moja, last time he was here, he got a triple kill. We'll see if he can do it again. Does have some team help coming in.
The push through the tunnel is going to be everything for the squad. You see Boston Burgers trying to work through bottom mid as well, but Revan's going to be holding the top side, and player 2 is going to be holding that apps area, and it looks like Crazy Camera tried to sneak on in, but he didn't make it much farther. Toronto Falters can win it here. Boston Burgers need one big break, and that first blood could be everything for them. Let's see how they operate here as they fly through the backside of the map.
They're going to get through this backside. All they have to do is contest for a little while, see if they can get it done. The kills coming in for the side of Toronto. They still have the ability to win it. They've got the kills coming in. Now T-Dub and Co trying to push from the front. T-Dub going to lead the charge with the rival 9 in hand, getting a quick contest in. But Revan getting a 7 streak, Midnight with a 6. That's going to be 2 more cruises for them on the board. 15 seconds to take him to Boston now. They've eliminated the chance of losing on this hill. Trying to hit a rotation of P5, knowing the side of Toronto going to be here already. And guess what? They are. They've got 2 cruises in the back pocket as well. They've got the ability to hold this one down basically forever. Boston Burgers, though, slowly getting cut down. Have to try to make a play. One player does sneak through. Is going to be below Noodles right now. Maybe a chance to make a play, but 13 seconds remaining. The cruise comes in. Some kills going the way of Toronto. No one from Boston really close enough to make anything happen. 7 seconds and championship's going to be done. Make it 5. Toronto about to be done with a 250 to 215 victory on the map 4 to take it a 3-1 fashion.
Toronto Falters are now your gold pre-made North champions, 250 to 215. Like you said, they're CNK, and they most certainly deserved it. They played the game so well in those final 3 maps. The search and destroy was amazing from them. The control, they sneak that from under the Boston Burgers' feet. And the hard point, I mean, it was back and forth. It was a gritty victory, but you look at Revan, 34 and 15, 5,100 damage, and you understand why you were saying that they were an AR heavy team, because he was playing out of his mind in the whole series.
I mean, Revan, he's a superstar. I mean, shout out MVP of the series, right? I don't know, we don't really do that thing around here, but I mean, MVP of the series. I mean, kept the boys in
I
on
almost said
every
it
single
too.
map. Definitely helped them lead the charge in that control as well. One of the main reasons they were able to push through, picks up 2 massive kills on that final push towards that A objective, is the reason they got on it, to win that control. On the offensive round to win it 3-2. I mean, you win back-to-back-to-back maps after, let's face the facts here, they got obliterated in map 1. They were down like 223 to 50 at one point in time. Basically got pity points a little bit as Boston decided to rotate early to just win the game. And they lose 250 to 97. Literally get destroyed. But the mental fortitude to come back in the map 2, not only win it, but you win 3-4 offensive rounds. Like 4 of your 6 wins are offensive wins. You get 7 of those like 9 first bloods on the map. You win it in a 6-3 fashion. You go on over to control. You get absolutely annihilated in the first round of the control. Literally absolutely destroyed. Picked up 1 tick on B. Didn't stand a chance. Got spawn killed the entire time. And yet they still come back. They win a couple rounds. They get themselves to that round 5. They win the offensive round by getting a massive push onto the A side from pushing through the middle of the map. They didn't even push the back side of the map. They pushed through the middle of the map, picked up the kills, got on the objective, got it stacked the point where the gyms, by the way, got to shout that out every time. They win that one in a 3-2 fashion, and then they make it to the Skid Row hard point, and they just play hard point, and they get it done. They give up over 100 seconds on P1 and still win the map.
Yeah, that
crazy.
was definitely the most interesting wrinkle of that Skid Row hard point right there, was that a lot of the Boston Burgers time came up off of that P1, but good shout to them. I mean, they played fantastic from start to finish, 7-0 on the season. You got to give them some love. Shout out to Boston Burgers. They go home with a silver championship tonight, but of course, Toronto Falters are going to go home with the big one. So congratulations to them. Appreciate seeing them come out each and every week and playing their hearts out, coming to the finals and going home with a victory. So shout out to them. They were some great players. We saw some amazing ones, most certainly. But that's going to do it for that match tonight. And that's not going to be our only match tonight, CNK, as we do have another one on the docket. We got the Gold Pre-Made East, Manitoba Mallards versus the Maui Chums. And that one's going to be most certainly an interesting one as well.
I mean, that one's going to be a good one. I mean, you got the 7-0, technically 9-0 if you count playoffs, Maui Chums in this Gold Pre-Made East division, up against the Manitoba Mallards, who went 3-4 in the regular season, barely snuck through. They started going God mode when it came to the playoffs. They got themselves up to that 5-4 record coming into the championship. These guys are some like battled like veterans right now. These guys are ready to move. Sigburn been around a very long time. Same thing with like Toby and Mills. We've seen these guys a lot season after season. So excited to see them in this championship match. But Gold Pre-Made East should be an absolute banger. We got that one coming up in a little bit, Jake, and I'm excited for it. Should be a good time.
No, I'm excited as well. We are going to go to a commercial break just so we can relax for a little bit, get this new match set up. Another championship coming in. Once again, congratulations to the Toronto Falters for taking home that Gold Pre-Made North Championship. But we got one more to give out tonight, and I'm excited to be there with you. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back very shortly. Gold Pre-Made East, Manitoba Mallards versus the Maui Chums up next.
Of duty.
rejected hurts, especially by a 2x4, but you can tear down your physical and emotional walls with the COD Rec League. Let us get that for you. Our operators are dispatched at the beginning of each round to ensure you don't run through a wall of wood just to run into a wall of snipers. They're also completely recyclable, meaning they're good for the destructible environment. Don't waste your time and life trying to figure out how to use jamming bombs. Grab some fresh air and call the COD Rec League for all your wall-busting needs. The COD Rec League. We've got thick skulls.
Alright, so you're in a league match getting killed too fast. It's time to dial it back. Way back. We got a piece of Stone Age technology with the time to kill of 15 seconds. That's long enough to read a couple tweets about the broken meta. But enough fluff. You want to hear stats. 0 attachments, 0 range, and enough recoil to knock your teeth out.
Short range.
Long range. It doesn't matter because it shoots pellets and you're going to be reloading it all day. Any conflict can be avoided when we all settle on the gentleman's agreement.
Are you tired of pesky snakes in your backyard? You keep losing games because the opponent won't stop slithering all over the place. Well, I've got just the thing for you, Jumpin' John Snake Oil. This is guaranteed to take out any snake, big or small, male or female. Jumpin' John Snake Oil is here to help you with those damn dirty snakes. The process is simple. Simply purchase this small case of 3 bottles for the low price of $3,000 plus shipping, and within 2 to 5 business months you'll get your snake oil. After that, simply light the cloth on fire and throw it at the closest snake you can find. Guaranteed to eradicate all snakes within a 2-inch radius. Warning, Jumping John Snake Oil is not recommended for children, teens, or the elderly. If any snake oil gets in your eyes, contact a medical health professional right away. Ask your duo if Jumping John Snake Oil is right for you.
Ever heard of a smoke grenade-based mail system? Well, Airblops is cornering the market. Enjoy one of our fine testimonials.
Yeah, guys, just have that tank hanging up right there. Oh yeah, I love Airblops. Just don't open one of the blinking ones like I did. Go ahead and show them that clip. Why did I have egg on my face? I'll tell you what.
Warehouse Manager Bob is a long-time loyal customer. As such, we're proud to present him with a free year of Airblops Prime.
Alright, so I need a couple of missiles. Ooh, instant delivery.
Our service is so good you'll die for it. And still keep coming back for more.
Airblops is not held liable for injuries such as crushing, maiming, smushing, squishing, paper cuts, or combustion. Only accepted currency is the blood of your enemies.
I've seen you out there, running around, jumping on points with no protection. You probably think this guy looks cool, dodging explosions and whatnot. Well, guess what? This is him after years of shrapnel. You know what I think? I think it's despicable. Disgusting. It's downright irresponsible is what it is. What you need is a high-tech, high-quality aerial ballistic defense system. Introducing the Victor Champ Trophy System. Look at this beauty. It'll stop grenades, Semtex, Whisker Biscuits, Nipsey Daisers, with or without the scooter stick, and frustrate your opponent into making a mistake while you're just chilling on a park bench. Nice.
Don't be a chump, buy a champ!
Is this the end? Am I gonna die? No ammo for my AR. All I have is a knife. Bring on! Bring on! Zombies coming up from the ground below. Little messy chicks that ain't alive no more. They're crawling around and coming for your toe. How do they breathe when they got no nose? Grab ray gun and use them on the go. Blast them away for the highest score. If the worst show would have been easier to make. If zombies had a beginner mode. Press go
Scoreline? More like snoreline. Playing the objective is a common man's game. But you're a discerning gentleman. You know the only important stat is that of the ratio of your K's to your D's. You know exactly where your opponent is going to be. So snuggle up on that heady and enjoy the easy pickings, friend. Leave the OBJ to the KIA. And if you commit, someday you could join the highly exclusive 100-point club.
A little known fact is that Treyarch loves birds. For example, notice the attention to detail on this large-breasted farfanugget, or these saltwater cockamemies, this multi-winged metallic bird, and the crows. Lots and lots and lots of crows. So hop in the nearest van, boat, train, or on a very big bird, and witness the majesty of the Call of Duty.
Being rejected hurts, especially by a 2x4, but you can tear down your physical and emotional walls with the COD Rec League. Let us get that for you. Our operators are dispatched at the beginning of each round to ensure you don't run through a wall of wood just to run into a wall of snipers. They're also completely recyclable, meaning they're good for the destructible environment. Don't waste your time and life trying to figure out how to use jamming bombs. Grab some fresh air and call the COD Rec League for all your wall-busting needs. The COD Rec League. We've got thick skulls.
Alright, so you're in a league match getting killed too fast. It's time to dial it back. Way back. We got a piece of Stone Age technology with the time to kill of 15 seconds. That's long enough to read a couple tweets about the broken meta. But enough fluff. You want to hear stats. 0 attachments, 0 range, and enough recoil to knock your teeth out.
Short range.
Long range. It doesn't matter because it shoots pellets and you're going to be reloading it all day. Any conflict can be avoided when we all settle on the gentleman's agreement.
Are you tired of pesky snakes in your backyard? You keep losing games because the opponent won't stop slithering all over the place. Well, I've got just the thing for you. Jumpin' John Snake Oil. This is guaranteed to take out any snake, big or small, male or female. Jumpin' John Snake Oil is here to help you with those damn dirty snakes. The process is simple. Simply purchase this small case of 3 bottles for the low price of $3,000 plus shipping, and within 2 to 5 business months you'll get your snake oil. After that, simply light the cloth on fire and throw it at the closest snake you can find. Guaranteed to eradicate all snakes within a 2-inch radius. Warning, Jumping John Snake Oil is not recommended for children, teens, or the elderly. If any snake oil gets in your eyes, contact a medical health professional right away. Ask your duo if Jumping John Snake Oil is right for you.
Ever heard of a smoke grenade-based mail system? Well, Airblops is cornering the market. Enjoy one of our fine testimonials.
Yeah, guys, just have that tank hanging up right there. Oh yeah, I love airblops. Just don't open one of the blinking ones like I did. Go ahead and show them that clip. Boy, did I have egg on my face, I'll tell you what.
Warehouse Manager Bob is a long-time loyal customer. As such, we're proud to present him with a free year of Airblops Prime.
Alright, so I need a couple of missiles. Ooh, instant delivery.
Our service is so good you'll die for it. And still keep coming back for more.
Airblops is not held liable for injuries such as crushing, maiming, smushing, squishing, paper cuts, or combustion. Only accepted currency is the blood of your enemies.
I've seen you out there, running around, jumping on points with no protection. You probably think this guy looks cool, dodging explosions and whatnot. Well, guess what? This is him after years of shrapnel. You know what I think? I think it's despicable. Disgusting. It's downright irresponsible is what it is. What you need is a high-tech, high-quality aerial ballistic defense system. Introducing the Victor Champ Trophy System. Look at this beauty. It'll stop grenades, Semtex, Whisker Biscuits, Nipsey Dazers, with or without the scooter stick, and frustrate your opponent into making a mistake while you're just chilling on a park bench. Nice.
Don't be a chump. Buy a champ.
Is this the end? Am I gonna die? No ammo for my AR. All I have is a knife. Zombies coming up from the ground below. Little Missy chicks that ain't alive no more. They're crawling around and coming for your toe. How do they breathe when they got no nose? Grab ray gun and use them on the road. Blast them away for the highest score. If the workshop would have been easier to make if zombies had a theater mode. Perscaloia is a chiller. Megatanya, he's a killer. You'll drown in sound when you face hellhounds. No one feel ya, it's a thriller. Keep trying all day to chance for the ray casing mystery, but dead again. Bored and bound. It's ray guns and ray guns a
Scoreline? More like Snoreline. Playing the objective is a common man's game. But you're a discerning gentleman. You know the only important stat is that of the ratio of your K's to your D's. You know exactly where your opponent is going to be. So snuggle up on that heady and enjoy the easy pickings, friend. Leave the OBJ to the KIA. And if you commit, someday you could join the highly exclusive 100-Point Club.
A little known fact is that Treyarch loves birds. For example, notice the attention to detail on this large-breasted farfanugget, or these saltwater cockamemies, this multi-winged metallic bird, and the crows. Lots and lots and lots of crows. So hop in the nearest van, boat, train, or on a very big bird, and witness the majesty of the Call of Duty.
Being rejected hurts, especially by a 2x4, but you can tear down your physical and emotional walls with the COD Rec League. Let us get that for you. Our operators are dispatched at the beginning of each round to ensure you don't run through a wall of wood just to run into a wall of snipers. They're also completely recyclable, meaning they're good for the destructible environment. Don't waste your time and life trying to figure out how to use jamming bombs. Breath of fresh air and call the COD Rec League for all your wall-busting needs. The COD Rec League. We've got thick skulls.
Alright, so you're in a league match getting killed too fast. It's time to dial it back. Way back. We got a piece of Stone Age technology with the time to kill of 15 seconds. That's long enough to read a couple tweets about the broken meta. But enough fluff. You want to hear stats. 0 attachments, 0 range, and enough recoil to knock your teeth out.
Short range.
Long range. It doesn't matter because it shoots pellets and you're going to be reloading it all day. Any conflict can be avoided when we all settle on the gentleman's agreement.
Are you tired of pesky snakes in your backyard? You keep losing games because the opponent won't stop slithering all over the place. Well, I've got just the thing for you. Jumpin' John Snake Oil. This is guaranteed to take out any snake, big or small, male or female. Jumpin' John Snake Oil is here to help you with those damn dirty snakes. The process is simple. Simply purchase this small case of 3 bottles for the low price of $3,000 plus shipping, and within 2 to 5 business months you'll get your snake oil. After that, simply light the cloth on fire and throw it at the closest snake you can find. Guaranteed to eradicate all snakes within a 2-inch radius. Warning, Jumping John Snake Oil is not recommended for children, teens, or the elderly. If any snake oil gets in your eyes, contact a medical health professional right away. Ask your duo if Jumping John Snake Oil is right for you.
Ever heard of a smoke grenade-based mail system? Well, Airblops is cornering the market. Enjoy one of our fine testimonials.
Yeah, guys, just have that tank hanging up right there. Oh yeah, I love air blobs. Just don't open one of the blinking ones like I did. Go ahead and show them that clip. Boy, did I have egg on my face, I'll tell you what.
Warehouse Manager Bob is a long-time loyal customer. As such, we're proud to present him with a free year of Airblops Prime.
Alright, so I need a couple of missiles. Ooh, instant delivery.
Our service is so good you'll die for it. And still keep coming back for more.
Airblops is not held liable for injuries such as crushing, maiming, smushing, squishing, paper cuts, or combustion. Only accepted currency is the blood of your enemies.
I've seen you out there, running around, jumping on points with no protection. You probably think this guy looks cool, dodging explosions and whatnot. Well, guess what? This is him after years of shrapnel. You know what I think? I think it's despicable. Disgusting. It's downright irresponsible is what it is. What you need is a high-tech, high-quality aerial ballistic defense system. Introducing the Victor Champ Trophy System. Look at this beauty. It'll stop grenades, Semtex, Whisker Biscuits, Nipsey Daisers, with or without the scooter stick, and frustrate your opponent into making a mistake while you're just chilling on a park bench. Nice.
Don't be a chump, buy a champ!
Is this the end? Am I gonna die? No ammo for my AR. All I have is a knife. Break on! Break on! Zombies coming up from the ground below. Little does he think that ain't alive no more. They're crawling around and coming for your toe. How do they breathe when they got no nose? Grab ray gun and use them molotov. Blast them away for the highest score. The words would have been easier to make if zombies had a theater mode. Perscaloya is a chiller. Megatanya, he's a killer. You'll drown in sound when you face hellhounds. No one feel ya, it's a thriller. Keep trying all day to chance for the raking. Sing mystery, but dead again. Horde and bound. It's ray guns and ray guns a
Scoreline? More like Snoreline. Playing the objective is a common man's game. But you're a discerning gentleman. You know the only important stat is that of the ratio of your K's to your D's. You know exactly where your opponent is going to be. So snuggle up on that heady and enjoy the easy pickings, friend. Leave the OBJ to the KIA. And if you commit, someday you could join the highly exclusive 100-Point Club.
A little known fact is that Treyarch loves birds.
I'll throw it. Welcome everybody to the Call of Duty Rec League. I'm Jake here with CNK back again. And we got another championship match ahead of us. It's going to be the Maui Chums versus the Manitoba Mallards. And this one's quite the interesting matchup, CNK, wouldn't you say?
I mean, interesting matchup indeed. See how this one goes. I mean, Maui Chums an undefeated squad. So we'll see how they get things going here. But Maui Chums off to a little bit of a slow start here. As you see, Manitoba already up to that first 20 seconds. See how this P2 goes down as well, because it's always like a P1, P2 kind of like combined. We'll see how things go. Maui, though, starting to fight back on the P1, starting to get some of this time going their way, so getting some of the kills as well. Last 20 seconds would be pretty helpful if they can grab it.
Most certainly would, as you do have player 8 Sigburn on that new hill on the 4 streak already, but is taking some shots from that tunnel side area. I'm not sure he has the assistance to maybe fight it off, especially when he's getting hit like that, and Liquid is going to take him down. So Maui Chums flipped the script, and what a tie game just was could potentially become dangerous for them if they aren't able to find a few of these kills here, because Maui Chums, they have spread the map incredibly so far in this P2.
Maui with a great little break here. They just have to worry about one player. I guess that's Toby coming around the back, maybe trying to be a little bit of a distraction for his teammates to move up through the tunnel there. But Sigburn, he gets one kill coming out of there pretty hot there, but does get taken down quickly. As you see Maui Chums once again picking up these kills. You got one player right below you here if you're Liquid. So Liquid's going to have to watch out for that, but his teammate Takeout going to push down in, clean that up very quickly. See a couple players on Maui now starting to get some streaks going. Takeout going to be on a 4. Dave on a 4. Takeout now on a 5, actually. Look at the kills going their way. Maui Chums picking up everything. Kill feed all white there. Takeout secures the 6. Gets the cruise missile for his squad. But Manitoba now trying to hit a rotation. But guess what? Trunksy already going to be here holding things down. Never mind. He's going to die, though. Turtle's going to be big.
That could have been dangerous for just a moment there. Maui Chums 77-21 right now and counting. The last hill has not even ended just yet, but let's see how the Manitoba Mallards can react on this P3, because we have seen people get solid chunks of time here on this P3, but Dave with 2, Liquid with another one, all headshots in the feed until Sigburn finds Trunksy right there, but it's just going to be a contention for now. He's not going to be able to find this kill onto Takeout. He's just buying time for his teammates, which is good, but if you are Manitoba, you want this time to go your way. That 20 seconds of contention is not going to be something you want, but this final 30 would definitely be a W.
This final 30 would help quite a bit going into the future rotations here, but it looks like the side of Maui starting to back off here. They're going to start rotating for this P4. They are going to have to go through Toby, who's going to be here already. Things down for Manitoba, just get an early little setup going for them. Maybe not setup, as more so just an early entrance into this side of the map here, so they don't have to take it with nothing. We see the side of Maui, though, trying to hunt this player down. They are in this back P4 area. Okay, Toby trying to kill his teammate right there. Doesn't quite get enough bullets off to get it done, but Maui starting to clean up some of these kills. Have to try to get some more to get this time secured fully. But now they're being pushed from the other side. Let's see if some kills can go their way. Fish with another one there. See if he can break on in. Fish with another big one there. He's on a 4 streak now. Breaks that hill open for his squad. And some very big time for Manitoba.
Most certainly is. 85-69. They have brought this game back after that rough P2 for them. There's going to be Fish on that hill for now. He's on a 4 streak. Let's see how many more he can get. He isn't able to find any. He put some shots into Trunksy, and the trade is there. And the rest of the Manitoba Mallards find the kills, and you see the Maui Chums. They're going to take this opportunity, rotate to this new hill, but what they don't know is that Fish is already at that top P2 area. Trunksy is going to come right from under him, but the Manitoba Mallards have some map control to work with. If we look at the scoreboard real quick, we got Trunksy 11-8 playing fantastic so far. On the other side, it's going to be Sigburn and the rest of the Mallards kind of doing their thing. Nobody extremely positive, nobody extremely negative either. This P5, though, it's going to be everything, and Manitoba looks like they're ready for it.
Yeah, Toby on a 5 trick. We'll see if he can secure this cruise missile soon. Maui, we do know they have a cruise missile in the back pocket. We'll see if they pull that one out here shortly, or if they decide to save that. But the push still trying to come in from them. They're pushing from all angles. Not quite able to get much going right now. Some kills coming through, but the number 3 player, Liquid, does sneak through enough to maybe be a little bit of a menace. We see the side of Manitoba slowly getting pushed back as we see the rotation kind of coming on the map. 40 seconds remaining on this P5. Both these teams still trying to fight for it, but Manitoba still holding strong.
121-85 and counting. Manitoba Mallards have had a solid end to this rotation of hills. I mean, you don't forget, CNK, I mean, Maui Chums, this is about the amount of points they had when that P2 ended. As I say, that takeout with a big 2 kills there to find that 20 seconds on the board. How much more time can you get? Those would be nice, you know, gap time to fill in. He's just going to make sure that Mills doesn't take him down from the P2 area. Now the focus goes toward New. Toby and Fish combine for 2. And now it's going to be Liquid left all alone, trying to shut down this this hold right here. But Manitoba, they have flawlessly gone from P5 to P1.
Yeah, Maui Chumps here trying to break on in. They need to try to get this P1 time the best they can. Couple kills going their way, couple kills not. Manitoba still doing a good job trying to hold this time down. Sigma with a nice 2-piece there. This guy's trying to stay alive. Rival 9 in hand and an MCW, so he can go back and forth as he pleases. But look at him go right now. Sigbert doing everything he can for the team. Finally goes down. His takeout going to take him off the map. And 30 seconds remaining for this P1. You see the side of Manitoba set up and waiting for this P2. Maui Chum's already feeling this setup out. Takeout with a nice opening kill there to get things going.
Not sure he's going to know about Toby. I don't think he saw him. He did, and he is able to find that kill even without the aim assist that you get through those annoying fences. But Fish able to find 2 on the other side of the map. Now it's going to leave it to Mills versus Takeout here. This is a big gunfight that happens quickly. Who's going to come out on top? It's going to be Mills, and that should secure the P2 for the time being. And as Fish finds one on Old as well, he also becomes a big problem for these Maui Chums. He finds that kill streak as well. So this is all falling apart for the Maui Chums as we watch this. 52 seconds left to go on the P2. And Maui Chums, they need to get it together. They need to coordinate a team push. They got to find some kills here because you don't want Manitoba to take a large lead.
I mean, Fish is 20-14 on an 8 streak right now. This guy is holding it down for the boys. That is for sure right now. And this time going the way of Manitoba would be absolutely massive. You see Mills also on a 5 right now as well, about to get on a 6 if he can get that cruise. But it just adds to it for this side of Manitoba, right? You're already up by quite a bit. It would help out a ton to have another cruise in the back pocket. He does secure that. 2 cruises at least for Manitoba. Maui still has theirs to use in the future. But Maui do have the ability to hold down this P3 here momentarily. They get that time off the P2, which should be big. Don't lose that last 14 seconds or so. This P3 here, going to be massive. We see Maui already set up and waiting, but Fish gets taken down. Big kill there to start things out for Maui. The push still coming in from Manitoba there, though. Sigbert doing his thing. Sigbert always going to get some kills on the map. For the side of Maui Chums, though, they clean it up. They're ready to get some big time here.
And if I'm Manitoba, I use one of these kill streaks right now. You want to slow down momentum. And now 2 down. They are going to swarm. Dave might get cut down as well. He does. 2 more Maui Chums to go. Mills, the team shots are perfect, but 3 kills go the way of Manitoba, or of Maui, sorry. And there comes the 4th in. So now the rebreak, perfect. And Fish is going to opt to use one of these kill streaks right now. We'll see how much ground Manitoba can cover as this comes through. Can he find anything with it? He is able to find one. That should open that scrap time, but it looks like they're not going that direction.
Maui Chum starting to shoot back for sure right now. Had a little bit of a tough time with the slaying there in the mid part of the game. But as we start to get towards the back half of the first game, the first map here, we're seeing things start to maybe go their way. I say that as 3 kills go the way of Manitoba, the setup's starting to go their way as well. Takeout on a 4 streak. So he's just kind of pushing through tunnel, picks up 1, gets a lot of damage off onto that second player as well. We see Manitoba reinforcing this P4. 50 more points and they win it. They can technically win it here, but Maui able to contest last tunnel and see if he can do it again. But Mills, he shuts down that tunnel temporarily. Liquid trying to stay alive the best he can. His teammates trying to respawn and get here. Some kills going their way. Now their chance to get in this hill. The contest is in. This is exactly what Maui needs. Get this contest in, get these kills, start getting some time your way. 1 player to beat, that's going to be Toby. He does get 1 kill before going down, though, allowing the Manitoba players to retake immediately.
Yeah, Toby plays a great spot right there to buy himself some time for teammates to get in on the mix. And don't forget, Manitoba can still win it here if it comes down to no contests. Toby, they're all going to be stacked around the point. That's big 3 for him. And you see player 1, Dave, I think they contested for just enough time. I don't think they're going to be able to get the tick on that. So they are going to rotate to that P5. But Maui Chums, it seems as if they are going to have to play perfect from here on out. And I'm pretty sure that Mills still has that kill streak in the back pocket.
I mean, and also Fish is working on 1 as well. He's on a 5, and we see everything going to start raining in. Cruise missile coming down right now. Mills, he calls that one in. His teammate's already on the time. He's going to win the game. 250 to 164. Just sneaks right on in. That's going to be Fish getting that done for the team.
Great job out of Manitoba Mallards. I mean, they start out slow there in the hard point, but they bounce back swiftly to close out the map 250 to 164. And I mean, at the beginning of that game there, Maui Chums looked like they were going to take that decisively. But I mean, hey, I guess that's just the P2 cheese right there. I mean, you don't know exactly how the game's going to go until, you know, the first full rotation comes through. Shout out Fish, 28 and 19. Sigburn not too far behind, 25 and 17. I mean, that's a good showing out of the boys in that map 1. Let's go over the maps while we are here. look at them fully. So obviously we start out with Skid Row, then we go to another Skid Row for the map 2, Invasion Karachi Invasion. So some of the usual suspects here, no terminal, no sub base, no nothing, no high rise. It's a Skid Row Invasion Karachi series, and this Skid Row up next. I mean, we were talking about it before. One of the last times we'll see Skid Row S&D in the rotation. I mean, this is going to be an interesting one.
I mean, it's going to be the last time you see it on the CRL broadcast. So, I mean, bittersweet for some people. Some people love the map. Other people, that it's going to be gone. Like,
Yeah.
S&D Skid Row, a little bit chaotic at times. Definitely a fun map to watch, but you can literally cross the map in 2.6 seconds. So, it's a little wild. So, I'm
Yeah.
excited for this one. I mean, this map won, though. We just got to talk about it. I mean, Maui ends with 164 points, right? It was literally like 88-20 coming out of P2 in favor of Maui. And Manitoba basically just shut them down the rest of the map. They played basically perfectly outside of one P3 where they give up a ton of time. But it's just this map one was crazy. I'm excited to see how that translates over to the Skid Row and S&D. Obviously, they're a very comfortable Skid Row team. The way they were rotating around the map, the way they broke into their P2s, and I mean, really every single hill, the way they broke in with, in some cases, absolute ease. I'm excited to see this team in S&D. Like, this Manitoba team should be very, very good in this S&D, working together, getting their trades. Even just their solo play is great. Look at a player like Fish. That guy literally can't lose a 1v1 engagement. Like, literally can't. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing players as good as this, it's hard to kind of slow them down once they get that momentum under their belt. We see Jim say it in chat. I mean, Fish went from 0-7 to 19-14, and then closed out that game very well as to add on to that. So, I mean, slow start to the game has a fantastic ending, and it kind of drags the Manitoba Mallards to that victory there, across that victory line there in the map 1. So now you got to take that momentum and keep on rocking with it. I mean, we haven't seen much of these teams so far, but search and destroy, it's going to be an interesting one, no doubt about it. But CNK, I think it is about time we throw it to a commercial break. Got a little bit of lobby problems here going on, so we are going to throw it to one. Don't go anywhere, though, guys. We got Skid Row Search and Destroy up next. Stay tuned. The series looks like it's going to be a big one.
Attention to detail on this large-breasted farfanugget, or these saltwater cockamemies, this multi-winged metallic bird, and the crows. Lots and lots and lots of crows. So hop in the nearest van, boat, train, or on a very big bird and witness the majesty of the Call of Duty.
Being rejected hurts, especially by a 2x4, but you can tear down your physical and emotional walls with the COD Rec League. Let us get that for you. Our operators are dispatched at the beginning of each round to ensure you don't run through a wall of wood just to run into a wall of snipers. They're also completely recyclable, meaning they're good for the destructible environment. Don't waste your time and life trying to figure out how to use jamming bombs. Grab some fresh air and call the COD Rec League for all your wall-busting needs. The COD Rec League. We've got thick skulls.
Alright, so you're in a league match getting killed too fast. It's time to dial it back. Way back. We got a piece of Stone Age technology with the time to kill of 15 seconds. That's long enough to read a couple tweets about the broken meta. But enough fluff. You want to hear stats. 0 attachments, 0 range, and enough recoil to knock your teeth out.
Short range.
Long range. It doesn't matter because it shoots pellets and you're going to be reloading it all day. Any conflict can be avoided when we all settle on the gentleman's agreement.
Are you tired of pesky snakes in your backyard? You keep losing games because the opponent won't stop slithering all over the place. Well, I've got just the thing for you, Jumpin' John Snake Oil. This is guaranteed to take out any snake, big or small, male or female. Jumpin' John Snake Oil is here to help you with those damn dirty snakes. The process is simple. Simply purchase this small case of 3 bottles for the low price of $3,000 plus shipping, and within 2 to 5 business months you'll get your snake oil. After that, simply light the cloth on fire and throw it at the closest snake you can find. Guaranteed to eradicate all snakes within a 2-inch radius. Warning, Jumping John Snake Oil is not recommended for children, teens, or the elderly. If any snake oil gets in your eyes, contact a medical health professional right away. Ask your duo if Jumping John Snake Oil is right for you.
Ever heard of a smoke grenade-based mail system? Well, Airblops is cornering the market. Enjoy one of our fine testimonials.
Yeah, guys, just have that tank hanging up right there. Oh yeah, I love air blobs. Just don't open one of the blinking ones like I did. Go ahead and show them that clip. Boy, did I have egg on my face, I'll tell you what.
Warehouse Manager Bob is a long-time loyal customer. As such, we're proud to present him with a free year of Airblops Prime.
Alright, so I need a couple of missiles. Ooh, instant delivery.
Our service is so good you'll die for it. And still keep coming back for more.
Airblops is not held liable for injuries such as crushing, maiming, smushing, squishing, paper cuts, or combustion. Only accepted currency is the blood of your enemies.
I've seen you out there, running around, jumping on points with no protection. You probably think this guy looks cool, dodging explosions and whatnot. Well, guess what? This is him after years of shrapnel. You know what I think? I think it's despicable. Disgusting. It's downright irresponsible is what it is. What you need is a high-tech, high-quality aerial ballistic defense system. Introducing the Victor Champ Trophy System. Look at this beauty. It'll stop grenades, Semtex, Whisker Biscuits, Nipsey Daisers, with or without the scooter stick, and frustrate your opponent into making a mistake while you're just chilling on a park bench. Nice.
Don't be a chump. Buy a champ.
Is this the end? Am I gonna die? No ammo for my AR. All I have is a knife. Break on! Break on! Zombies coming up from the ground below. Little messy chicks that ain't alive no more. They're crawling around and coming for your toes. How do they breathe when they got no nose? Grab ray gun and use them on the go. Blast them away for the highest score. Like the workshop would have been easier to make if zombies had a beginner mode. Perskaloya is a chiller. Negatanya, he's a killer. You'll drown in sound when you face hellhounds. Go and feel ya, it's a thriller. Keep trying all day to chance for the reggae. Sing mystery, but dead again. Bored and bound. It's ray guns and ray guns assail.
Scoreline? More like Snoreline. Playing the objective is a common man's game. But you're a discerning gentleman. You know the only important stat is that of the ratio of your K's to your D's. You know exactly where your opponent is going to be. So snuggle up on that heady and enjoy the easy pickings, friend. Leave the OBJ to the KIA. And if you commit, someday you could join the highly exclusive 100-Point Club.
A little known fact is that Treyarch loves birds. For example, notice the attention to detail on this large-breasted farfanougat, or these saltwater cockamemies, this multi-winged metallic bird, and the crows. Lots and lots and lots of crows. So hop in the nearest van, boat, train, or on a very big bird, and witness the majesty of the Call of Duty.
Being rejected hurts, especially by a 2x4, but you can tear down your physical and emotional walls with the COD Rec League. Let us get that for you. Our operators are dispatched at the beginning of each round to ensure sure you don't run through a wall of wood just to run into a wall of snipers. They're also completely recyclable, meaning they're good for the destructible environment. Don't waste your time and life trying to figure out how to use jamming bombs. Breath of fresh air and call the COD Rec League for all your wall-busting needs. The COD Rec League. We've got thick skulls.
Alright, so you're in a league match getting killed too fast. It's time to dial it back. Way back. We got a piece of Stone Age technology with the time to kill of 15 seconds. That's long enough to read a couple tweets about the broken meta. But enough fluff. You want to hear stats. 0 attachments, 0 range, and enough recoil to knock your teeth out.
Short range.
Long range. It doesn't matter because it shoots pellets and you're going to be reloading it all day. Any conflict can be avoided when we all settle on the gentleman's agreement.
Are you tired of pesky snakes in your backyard? You keep losing games because the opponent won't stop slithering all over the place. Well, I've got just the thing for you, Jumpin' John Snake Oil. This is guaranteed to take out any snake, big or small, male or female. Jumpin' John Snake Oil is here to help you with those damn dirty snakes. The process is simple. Simply purchase this small case of 3 bottles for the low price of $3,000 plus shipping, and within 2 to 5 business months you'll get your snake oil. After that, simply light the cloth on fire and throw it at the closest snake you can find. Guaranteed to eradicate all snakes within a 2-inch radius. Warning, Jumping John Snake Oil is not recommended for children, teens, or the elderly. If any snake oil gets in your eyes, contact a medical health professional right away. Ask your duo if Jumping John Snake Oil is right for you.
Ever heard of a smoke grenade-based mail system? Well, Airblops is cornering the market. Enjoy one of our fine testimonials.
Yeah, guys, just have that tank hanging up right there. Oh yeah, I love airblops. Just don't open one of the blinking ones like I did. Go ahead and show them that clip. Boy, did I have egg on my face, I'll tell you what.
Warehouse Manager Bob is a long-time loyal customer. As such, we're proud to present him with a free year of Airblops Prime.
Alright, so I need a couple of missiles. Ooh, instant delivery.
Our service is so good you'll die for it. And still keep coming back for more.
Airblops is not held liable for injuries such as crushing, maiming, smushing, squishing, paper cuts, or combustion. Only accepted currency is the blood of your enemies.
I've seen you out there, running around, jumping on points with no protection. You probably think this guy looks cool, dodging explosions and whatnot. Well, guess what? This is him after years of shrapnel. You know what I think? I think it's despicable. Disgusting. It's downright irresponsible is what it is. What you need is a high-tech, high-quality aerial ballistic defense system. Introducing the Victor Champ Trophy System. Look at this beauty. It'll stop grenades, Semtex, Whisker Biscuits, Nipsey Daisers, with or without the scooter stick, and frustrate your opponent into making a mistake while you're just chilling on a park bench. Nice.
Don't be a chump, buy a champ!
Is this the end? Am I gonna die? No ammo for my AR. All I have is a knife. Break on! Break on! Zombies coming up from the ground below. Little does he check that ain't alive no more. They're crawling around and coming for your toe. How do they breathe when they got no nose? Grab ray gun and use them bullets.
Scoreline? More like snoreline. Playing the objective is a common man's game. But you're a discerning gentleman. You know the only important stat is that of the ratio of your K's to your D's. You know exactly where your opponent is going to be. So snuggle up on that heady and enjoy the easy pickings, friend. Leave the OBJ to the KIA. And if you commit, someday you could join the highly exclusive 100-Point Club.
A little known fact is that Treyarch loves birds. For example, notice the attention to detail on this large-breasted farfanugget, or these saltwater cockamemies, this multi-winged metallic bird, and the crows. Lots and lots and lots of crows. So hop in the nearest van, boat, train, or on a very big bird, and witness the majesty of the Call of Duty.
Being rejected hurts, especially by a 2x4, but you can tear down your physical and emotional walls with the COD Rec League. Let us get that for you. Our operators are dispatched at the beginning of each round to ensure you don't run through a wall of wood just to run into a wall of snipers. They're also completely recyclable, meaning they're good for the destructible environment. Don't waste your time and life trying to figure out how to use jamming bombs. Grab some fresh air and call the COD Rec League for all your wall-busting needs. The COD Rec League. We've got thick skulls.
Alright, so you're in a league match getting killed too fast. It's time to dial it back. Way back. We got a piece of Stone Age technology with the time to kill of 15 seconds. That's long enough to read a couple tweets about the broken meta. But enough fluff. You want to hear stats. 0 attachments, 0 range, and enough recoil to knock your teeth out.
Short range.
Long range. It doesn't matter because it shoots pellets and you're going to be reloading it all day. Any conflict can be avoided when we all settle on the gentleman's agreement.
Are you tired of pesky snakes in your backyard? You keep losing games because the opponent won't stop slithering all over the place. Well, I've got just the thing for you. Jumpin' John Snake Oil. This is guaranteed to take out any snake, big or small, male or female. Jumpin' John Snake Oil is here to help you with those damn dirty snakes. The process is simple. Simply purchase this small case of 3 bottles for the low price of $3,000 plus shipping, and within 2 to 5 business months you'll get your snake oil. After that, simply light the cloth on fire and throw it at the closest snake you can find. Guaranteed to eradicate all snakes within a 2-inch radius. Warning, Jumping John Snake Oil is not recommended for children, teens, or the elderly. If any snake oil gets in your eyes, contact a medical health professional right away. Ask your duo if Jumping John Snake Oil is right for you.
Ever heard of a smoke grenade-based mail system? Well, Airblops is cornering the market. Enjoy one of our fine testimonials.
Yeah, guys, just have that tank hanging up right there. Oh yeah, I love airblops. Just don't open one of the blinking ones like I did. Go ahead and show them that clip. Boy, did I have egg on my face, I'll tell you what.
Warehouse Manager Bob is a long-time loyal customer. As such, we're proud to present him with a free year of Airblops Prime.
Alright, so I need a couple of missiles. Ooh, instant delivery.
Our service is so good you'll die for it. And still keep coming back for more.
Airblops is not held liable for injuries such as crushing, maiming, smushing, squishing, paper cuts, or combustion. Only accepted currency is the blood of your enemies.
I've seen you out there, running around, jumping on points with no protection. You probably think this guy looks cool, dodging explosions and whatnot. Well, guess what? This is him after years of shrapnel. You know what I think? I think it's despicable, disgusting, It's downright irresponsible is what it is. What you need is a high-tech, high-quality aerial ballistic defense system. Introducing the Victor Champ Trophy System. Look at this beauty. It'll stop grenades, Semtex, Whisker Biscuits, Nipsey Daisers, with or without the scooter stick, and frustrate your opponent into making a mistake while you're just chilling on a park bench. Nice.
Don't be a chump. Buy a champ.
Is this the end? Am I gonna die? No ammo for my AR. All I have is a knife. Break on! Break on! Zombies coming up from the ground below. Little does he check that ain't alive no more. They're crawling around and coming for your toe. How do they breathe when they got no nose? Grab ray gun and use them molotov. Blast them away for the highest score. If the world would have been easier to make if zombies had a theater mode. Perskaloya is a chiller. Megatanya, he's a killer. You'll drown in sound when you face hellhounds. Go and feel ya, it's a thriller. Keep trying all day, a chance for the rake. Sing mystery, but dead again. Forward and bound. It's ray guns and ray guns a
Scoreline? More like snowline.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Call of Duty Rec League. Sorry for the little break right there. We're getting everything sorted out. But Manitoba Mallards versus Maui Chumps. Map 2, Skid Row Search and Destroy. We're back on Skid Row. And don't forget, the Manitoba Mallards up 1-0 in the series so far. Winner gets a championship, CNK. You gotta think Maui Chumps need to win this one.
Ooh, Maui Chumps. Big bounce back map here. And Takeout, he's going to lead the charge here, getting that nice little answer back and tie things up 3-3 in last Mills. So he sees the cross happening here behind them. But now it's going to be a 2v3 as Mills and Fish up against 3 players from Maui here. He's going to see these players wrapping through the bag. I mean, not going to be much going down. I mean, Mills picks off 1, does end up dying. Not going to be a 1v2. Fish going to have a pretty good shot here. He's got an idea where this bomb carrier is at. He doesn't know it's the bomb carrier, but he does know there's a player back here. As we see that player, Liquid, trying to push on back to the A point where his teammate's at. Fish, trying to just check everything right now. Doesn't check the B bomb, but he must know something's going on down over towards A. He just wants to make sure. Both these players are going to be here right now. Bomb player going down. He is going to get taken down just in time. He's going to bail immediately. Massive play from Fish right here. Trunsky going to have to try to get that bomb down. Not going to have much time. Has to get it down right now. 5 seconds remaining. Not enough time to plant now. If you're Fish, you just got to stay alive. He is going to check it. Doesn't spot anyone on it. And just like that, Fish plays to 1v2 basically perfectly.
I mean, you love to see that. Manitoba Mallards off to a 1-0 start. We were talking about the momentum situation. Manitoba Mallards, if you want to win the series, you got to ride the momentum of that map 1. And most certainly what they did right there. They find 3 of the kills, but unable to find the 4th, but it doesn't matter. Everything's okay. The Manitoba Mallards on the offensive end. Let's see what they do here.
See Manitoba. See if they can make some big money moves right now. They got that bomb in the hand of Fish. The man who's been doing a very good job for them all playoffs long. We'll see if he can continue that here in this championship match. We saw him doing it in the map 1, so you can only think he's going to continue moving along as he gets a nice first blood for his squad. Immediately going to answer back, though, is going to be Takeout. I'm watching this garage door now. Sees a couple players moving. His teammate's on the flank. Picks up 1. The trade comes in, but Sigburn gets taken down. Takeout was a massive trade right there. Now Fish, another 1v2. Can he get this one done? He is spotted out this time, though.
Fish in the 1v2 yet again. What's he going to do here to maybe make something happen? The bomb in hand. You got to get it down. He's going to go toward the B site. Let's see what he does with it here. Shots come in from Liquid. Can he isolate the 1v1? Yes, he does. On a 3 streak so far. Going to close that door. Takeout not going to see the cross. You got 29 seconds left to work with. You might go and plant this bad boy at A.
We'll see if you can get there. He's going to try to push towards that. It looks like he's going to check that B bomb site. Doesn't see anything there, I guess. I don't know. He's looking around, though. But we're going to see takeout. He's pushing up towards that P3 side of the map. He's going to be in the long haul now. Bomb goes down. Gets shot up pretty good, but Fish still alive right now. Trying to stay alive the best he can. That heal should come in momentarily. Gets healed up. Takeout behind him. Gets the kill, though. Going to be a massive round win right there. Big clutch up from Takeout. Was a 1v1 there. Gets that defuse in and it ties it up 1-for-1 for his team.
Fish almost makes it happen in back-to-back rounds, but Maui Chums, they even the odds here at 1. If you're Maui Chums, I mean, I was talking about it just a moment ago. This is kind of a must-win map right here. You never want to go 2-0 down, especially in a championship match. Back on the offensive end, Takeout does a great job finding 3 in that round to make sure that Maui Chums don't fall behind here in the map. But now on the offensive end, maybe see if you can find the first blood here, but it can be so difficult at times on Skid Row.
First blood big in any S&D, and Trunsky, he's going to be the one who pulls the one in. Takes down Toby of all players. Big one there, but Fish answers back immediately with a nice trade. Tries to stay alive. He's got another one pushing him. The heal comes in, but not enough. Liquid with a big kill there for his team. 3v2 advantage. Mills almost gets picked off as well. Would be big, but Maui, 1 player advantage. Slowly going to try to move this bomb up here momentarily, I imagine.
Fire corner so well. Put some shots in to Takeout right there. He's able to find him. Now a 2v2 scenario. There's no trade to be had. Dave does get the stun through. The door is open on his screen. Keep that in mind. 2v1 onto Mills here. But he is able to find the upper hand here. Now it's Liquid in the 1v2. 35 seconds left to go. Spots Mills, though. He runs into his other fire. Maui Chums. I wasn't expecting that to happen, but I mean, sometimes you get lucky, don't you, CNK?
I mean, great job from Liquid tracking that second player, but a massive kill on Mills, gets the headshots, immediately tracks the second player down. Shout out Aim Assist for starting the track, by the way. But big play from Liquid right there. I mean, shout out to Maui. That's a round you need to have right there as well. I mean, I shouldn't say need to have, but you'll want to have, right? Big 2v1 there. I mean, Liquid, get it done on a 3 streak now. That's actually an impressive kill. I do like that. I mean, impressive double kill. That is. Love to see that.
Those are the rounds you need to win if you want to take home a search and destroy. You got to get lucky from time to time, but look at the Manitoba Mallards flying through the tunnel, through the barber. Are they going to take this bad boy to B? The Maui Chums have no idea what's going on here. They have no presence.
England, right?
You see Takeout, he's definitely feeling some sort of way about this whole situation. They haven't seen anybody, I don't think. Player 7 should be able to get the first blood. He doesn't. And Trunksy runs away with his life. He throws the smoke down. That's what opens things up for them. But now, it simplifies down to a 3v3 scenario. And now with the upper hand are the Maui Chums because they know exactly where the Manitoba Mallards are. And they have no exit routes.
See if they can make any moves with Trunsky. He's trying to watch this far front. We'll see what he can find. Sigburn has the bomb in hand now, so just pick it up. See where these players can take that, but they're going to lose 1. They're going to lose 2 players. 1 player in a 1v3. It's going to be Mills. We'll see if he can make anything happen. 3 kills on the map. Looking to make it 6 to end this one out. He's going to get in his first gunfight. Does get shot up pretty good. They're going to know exactly where he's at. And look at that. Trunsky, he gets a nice kill there. Closes it out for Maui. Gets Maui up by just a little bit there. Just like that. 3-1 advantage for Maui. Looking very solid right now.
You like to see for the Maui Chums. Trunksy putting in
huh?
shots from a distance. That's a sub, by the way, everybody. I mean, I can't believe the subs complain. Can you, CNK? I mean, that is a long-range gunfight.
I understand at the beginning of the game. I do, because it was rough. But with all the changes and everything, I'm going to be honest with you. I think when I start playing ranked play, I'm going to be a little bit of a Rival 9 user. I ain't going to lie. I ain't going to cap on you.
No more complaining to be had, am I right, CNK? But let's focus back on the game here. Yeah, I'll complain as well. I will not be lying.
That's my
But, oh, 3 kills for the Maui Chums. They look much more formidable in the search and destroy so far. Liquid on the 5 streak. Fish in the 1v3 yet again. Takes down Takeout from long distance with the rival. And Liquid is not going to pounce. Slides away, but can he run away?
Liquid is running right now. He's going to be back tunnel. Fish, trying to find him right now. He's going to check over towards this like A side of the map right now. We'll see if he can find anything in garage right now. Just trying to catch Liquid off guard. Has no idea Liquid already got all the way through though. Liquid on that 5, looking to try to get this bomb down. Oh, he's finessing the doors, and I love to see that. Just love to see that when that gets utilized. But the bomb should get planted here momentarily. Just got to check his I say momentarily. This guy's got to check every corner on the map, and there's literally 1,000 corner streak. What do you do in this situation?
You play Rio, because Skid Row
Okay. Yeah.
is no longer in the rotation. Thank God. I'm one of the people that don't like this map. 1v1 opportunity, and Fish is going to come out on top. The crazy gunfight from back alley to bottom garage with the SMG in hand, and clutches the 1v2. I mean, Fish 7-3 so far. He fries in the map 1. He's frying in the map 2. Manitoba Mallards looking good out there.
I mean, this guy is the guy. Like, if you're Manitoba right now, you're like signing Fish to a Supermax right now. Like, what is a Supermax NBA contract? Like $200 million these days? Like, get him on that right now. Like, we're getting it done, because this guy is something else. But Maui Chumps still up by 1 round. We'll see if they can get something moving here once. I say moving. They're up right now, and they're winning the map right now. But Maui Chums, they get the first blood going their way. They get the second blood as well. Sigburn is going to answer back, but just like that, can be a 3v1. Sigburn gets taken down, and Maui Chums with a nice, clean bounce back round, back up to 4-2.
That's what you need, especially after a clutch loss. I mean, Manitoba Mallards, they've gotten a couple clutch victories off the back of Fish, but that's kind of been it so far. Maui have had the upper hand in every single one of these rounds. If it wasn't for Fish, I mean, this would have been a 6-0. But switching sides now, back on the offensive end, this is where Maui has, lost at least 1 round here, one of those 2 rounds. I can't be confident about the other one, but you want to close this one out. I mean, this is kind of that dagger round. If Maui Chums win this right here, it's going to be very tough for Manitoba to climb back into this game, but you never know. Big first blood onto Toby. Let's see what they can do off the back of it.
These first bloods have been massive. They've done a great job collapsing on this Manitoba team when they get those. But Manitoba getting a lot of pressure onto Maui, even though they're down a couple players. But see what Maui can do. Got this bomb in hand, trying to move their way around right now. We see that bomb making its way over towards that back. Well, that middle part of the map still, but he's trying to make his way through. Take out, making his way up. Maybe a chance to get this bomb down here momentarily, but Manitoba's still getting a lot of pressure here.
Oh, takeout with a big 2-piece right there. Puts himself on the 4 streak, and guess who's in the 1v4? It's Fish, and he is able to find the first one. Gets away with his life. Maui have yet to put that bomb down. And he almost finds takeout as well, but he chases him down. Maui Chums, they find that round. They go up 5-2, and they're well on their way to a map 2 victory in this series to even it up at 1.
This man picks up 3 on the round. I mean, that's our boy right there. If you got takeout on the squad, you say, hey, one more round of that, please. Let's get it done quickly here. But it's 5-2 right now. Looking to try to close this one out. They are on game point right now, so Maui need to win 1 more round and it's over. Manitoba have to win 4 in a row here to win the map. We'll see if they can start picking it up. Starting on the offensive side, we'll see where they take this one. Get their typical garage push going here. We'll see how this one moves out for them. Maui have been doing a great job picking up first blood. We'll see if they can get another one here.
Takeout slides away from the nade, but still gets hit by it. Still chows Sigburn trying to take the shots, and he is able to find him. One more bottom, that's going to be Sigburn. He does get cut down, but the trade is there, now leaving Liquid in the 1v3. Maybe the first opportunity for a Manitoba Mallard player to clutch up. And they find it. There's 1. 2 more to go. Liquid 8-4 so far. This would be quite the end to the search and destroy for him.
Hey, this guy ain't no chum. He knows what's up.
Mm-mm.
He can get her done. He's looking for someone right now. He's got to take 7.5 seconds to defuse here, so it takes a very long time. But he's got Mills and Fish to deal with. 2 very talented players. Pushing his way in. Liquid dog doesn't check his corner. Fish takes him out. You know what? A lot of corners on Skid Row. A lot of corners to check. But shout out. There we go. Manitoba with the first bounce back. It's going to be a 5-3. Not that that number's important or anything. It is a very soft 5-3. I agree. But still, 5-3.
Indubitably. 5-3 now. Can the comeback come in for the Manitoba Mallards? You don't have much to work with here. I don't think you have any kill streaks. You are on the defensive end. So, I mean, that's definitely a blessing right there. I mean, if you are going to make the 5-3 happen, you got to get them nervous by taking it to 5-4. You know what I mean, CNK? You got to at least throw a couple nerves in there. And the best way to do that is by winning a defense. Look at Dave. I mean, He's trying to make his way toward this back alley, but he kind of messes up the jump. But takeout with the overwatch. What happens next?
The push is going to come in. Mills gets one. Immediately, Liquid can answer back, taking out Fish as well. So Fish, a big kill to get on the map. Now a 2v3 between Mills and Toby up against Liquid, Trunksky, and Takeout. Toby trying to make sure he checks all the corners. He's going to see one player cross over towards the A-bomb. That's going to be Trunksy, but immediately he's going to get flanked by Takeout. He is going to check for 1 second, but not enough. Takeout gets the kill. Now a 1v3 for Mills. He gets found out immediately. He gets shot up pretty good. Takeout's up top. Guess what? It's going to be over. And just like that, the 6-4 victory comes in. I think it's 6-3, right? But just like that, Maui Chum's going to take that map too. Great little bounce back from map 1.
Most certainly. I mean, after a tough Skid Row map 1, I mean, you never really know what can happen. I mean, it was less than a 100-point game. So, I mean, I can most certainly see how that can happen on Skid Row. By the way, Takeout 13-5, map 2. An absolutely fantastic showing. Liquid with 9, Truxy with 9. I mean, everybody's doing their part on the squad. Maui Chums, I mean, they even up the series at 1-1. Now we go to the next map, which I'm pretty certain is Invasion. Yes, it is. Invasion Control up next. We already saw it once tonight. What do you think the goal is here for either of these teams to try to sneak their way back into this one and maybe go up 2-1?
I mean, this is a tough one. I mean, right? If you're the side of Maui, you're looking to try to get this one closed out because I feel like it's going to be a tough, hard point in S&D coming up after that. Both these teams are obviously very good. We saw Maui have the advantage in this map too, but you're looking to take this control, right? If you're Maui, and I think a very important thing, obviously, is those A pushes, how difficult they are over and over and over again. But I think, honestly, this Maui team seems like the type of squad, the way they just played this S&D, they've got that ability to kind of sneak through the lines, right? Offensively and defensively. They kind of sneak some players through every once in a while. I'm looking for a guy like Takeout to be an absolute menace on the map. Probably going to be running an AR just because it's Invasion, but he's very good with that sub, so we'll see if maybe he pulls that out again, tries to get some very aggressive map pressure towards those back spawns. But this would be like this Maui team is the exact team, like the way they play the map. I would expect to have very, very good and efficient, like start of round A pushes, right? Like they're going to go for those every time. And I feel like they're actually going to get some pressure on it. Whether they get ticks off of it or not, because of how difficult it is yet to be seen, obviously, because we don't see them in game. But I think they'd be very good at it.
I think they would too. We are going to throw it to a quick commercial break, let this lobby get set up, but don't go anywhere. We got Invasion Control up next. 1-1 series. This one's going to be a big one.
Common man's game. But you're a discerning gentleman. You know the only important stat is that of the ratio of your K's to your D's. You know exactly where your opponent is going to be. So snuggle up on that heady and enjoy the easy pickings, friend. Leave the OBJ to the KIA. And if you commit, someday you could join the highly exclusive 100-Point Club.
A little known fact is that Treyarch loves birds. For example, notice the attention to detail on this large-breasted farfanougat, or these saltwater cockamemies, this multi-winged metallic bird, and the crows. Lots and lots and lots of crows. So hop in the nearest van, boat, train, or on a very big bird, and witness the majesty of the Call of Duty.
Being rejected hurts, especially by a 2x4, but you can tear down your physical and emotional walls with the COD Rec League. Let us get that for you. Our operators are dispatched at the beginning of each round to ensure you don't run through a wall of wood just to run into a wall of snipers. They're also completely recyclable, meaning they're good for the destructible environment. Don't waste your time and life trying to figure out how to use jamming bombs. Grab some fresh air and call the COD Rec League for all your wall-busting needs. The COD Rec League. We've got thick skulls.
Alright, so you're in a league match getting killed too fast. It's time to dial it back. Way back. We got a piece of Stone Age technology with the time to kill of 15 seconds. That's long enough to read a couple tweets about the broken meta. But enough fluff, you want to hear stats. 0 attachments, 0 range, and enough recoil to knock your teeth out.
Short range.
Long range. It doesn't matter because it shoots pellets and you're going to be reloading it all day. Any conflict can be avoided when we all settle on the gentleman's agreement.
Are you tired of pesky snakes in your backyard? You keep losing games because the opponent won't stop slithering all over the place. Well, I've got just the thing for you, Jumpin' John Snake Oil. This is guaranteed to take out any snake, big or small, male or female. Jumpin' John Snake Oil is here to help you with those damn dirty snakes. The process is simple. Simply purchase this small case of 3 bottles for the low price of $3,000 plus shipping, and within 2 to 5 business months you'll get your snake oil. After that, simply light the cloth on fire and throw it at the closest snake you can find. Guaranteed to eradicate all snakes within a 2-inch radius. Warning, Jumping John Snake Oil is not recommended for children, teens, or the elderly. If any snake oil gets in your eyes, contact a medical health professional right away. Ask your duo if Jumping John Snake Oil is right for you.
Ever heard of a smoke grenade-based mail system? Well, Airblops is cornering the market. Enjoy one of our fine testimonials.
Yeah, guys, just have that tank hanging up right there. Oh yeah, I love air blops. Just don't open one of the blinking ones like I did. Go ahead and show them that clip. Boy, did I have egg on my face, I'll tell you what.
Warehouse Manager Bob is a long-time loyal customer. As such, we're proud to present him with a free year of Airblops Prime.
Alright, so I need a couple of missiles. Ooh, instant delivery.
Our service is so good you'll die for it. And still keep coming back for more.
Airblops is not held liable for injuries such as crushing, maiming, smushing, squishing, paper cuts, or combustion. Only accepted currency is the blood of your enemies.
I've seen you out there, running around, jumping on points with no protection. You probably think this guy looks cool, dodging explosions and whatnot. Well, guess what? This is him after years of shrapnel. You know what I think? I think it's despicable. Disgusting. It's downright irresponsible is what it is. What you need is a high-tech, high-quality aerial ballistic defense system. Introducing the Victor Champ Trophy System. Look at this beauty. It'll stop grenades, Semtex, Whisker Biscuits, Nipsey Daisers, with or without the scooter stick, and frustrate your opponent into making a mistake while you're just chilling on a park bench. Nice.
Don't be a chump, buy a champ!
Is this the end? Am I gonna die? No ammo for my AR. All I have is a knife. Break on! Break on! Zombies coming up from the ground below. Little messy chicks that ain't alive no more. They're crawling around and coming for your toe. How do they breathe when they got no nose? Grab ray gun and use them molotov. Blast them away for the highest score. Like the workshop would have been easier to make if zombies had a beginner mode. Prescaloria is a chiller. Negatanya, he's a killer. You'll drown in sound when you face hellhounds. Go and feel ya, it's a thriller. Keep trying all their chance for the rape. Sing mystery, but dead again. Bored and bound. It's ray guns and ray guns assail.
Scoreline? More like Snoreline. Playing the objective is a common man's game. But you're a discerning gentleman. You know the only important stat is that of the ratio of your K's to your D's. You know exactly where your opponent is going to be.
Welcome back back, everybody, to the Call of Duty Rec League. I'm Jake here again, 1-to-1 series, and don't forget, everybody, whoever wins map 3 has a 75% chance to win the series. Just throwing that stat out there if you didn't hear it earlier. But Team Nate out of Sigburn, Maui Chums, they're getting some progress on this A point.
Hey, stack the point where Jim's. You got 2 people on it. First tick's gone. Second tick on the way right now. Dave with the clutch kill there. They secure the second tick on A. Look at all the pressure they have on the B side of the map as well. They're trying to push this in. Manitoba Mal is trying to get something done, but takeout with a double kill. A is gone. The B point can be captured momentarily as well. The kills going their way. Maui Chums have a reverse spawn trap going on right now.
And the Maui Chums have to fly because they don't have much time to work with. Yes, Liquid FPS, he is cutting these players. Oh my lord. Fish is still here though. 3-1. There's one tick onto B, and the Manitoba Mallards, they're having a lot of trouble getting out of the spawn, and it's due in part to Liquid. He finally gets cut down, but they already have 2 ticks onto the point. There goes 1 kill. There's still takeout here. He finds himself on a 5, somehow has a cruise missile.
Dude, he's on
Makes
a
it 7.
The third tick's on the way right now. The
the
stack is in. Stack the point where the Jims.
ever.
This one's over right now. He's got a 7 streak right now. This has to be the only time I've ever seen an invasion control go like that. Because usually a team gets smoked on that A point and they manage to like stop B for a little while or hold it, you know? Like, what the?
That was most certainly
this Maui Chums
something
rosters
else.
are reminding me of a different Maui at the moment.
You can't say too much. It looks like we lost one of the
Those
players, so
are-
I'm not sure if we are going to be getting a reset here. I'm sure we will see some team kills, and yes, we do. Fish somehow finding a kill with his own gun on
You
himself.
guys don't think we
but...
can replay round 1, do ya? Maybe? That'd be kind of funny. They're all just sitting in spawn right now, waiting for this map to get stopped. But Maui says, you know what? We can continue. If we want to continue, we continue. Manitoba just chilling.
We're going to figure this out as it goes on. We have a very interesting situation going on here. But, yeah, I mean, that was a fantastic showing out of the Maui Chums. I'm not exactly sure what occurred as to why that player left. I'm curious to see. But for now, 1-0 lead to the Maui Chums. It's kind of a bummer that you got to restart the game because you do get that kill streak if you are, who was it? It was Takeout. He goes on a 7 to start out the game. But yeah, that's a tough situation, CNK, can't you agree?
Yeah, that's super tough, actually. That's really unfortunate. If you are Maui, you have a very dominant first round there. You get all 6 ticks on the board. But also, that streak is like insanely massive on invasion control, and that's just gone forever now. So, not too sure, what happened here, but I think we're going to go to a quick little commercial break till we get loaded back in here. Jake, what do you say?
I definitely agree with you there. We'll figure this all out. We'll get back to you very shortly. Don't go anywhere. We got invasion, and we'll get you with the update as soon as we can. We'll be right back.
Ready and enjoy the easy pickings, friend. Leave the OBJ to the KIA. And if you commit, someday you could join the highly exclusive 100-Point Club.
A little known fact is that Treyarch loves birds. For example, notice the attention to detail on this large-breasted farfanugget, or these saltwater cockamemies, this multi-winged metallic bird, and the crows. Lots and lots and lots of crows. So hop in the nearest van, boat, train, or on a very big bird, and witness the majesty of the Call of Duty.
Being rejected hurts, especially by a 2x4, but you can tear down your physical and emotional walls with the COD Rec League. Let us get that for you. Our operators are dispatched at the beginning of each round to ensure you don't run through a wall of wood just to run into a wall of snipers. They're also completely recyclable, meaning they're good for the destructible environment. Don't waste your time and life trying to figure out how to use jamming bombs. Grab some fresh air and call the COD Rec League for all your wall-busting needs. The COD Rec League. We've got thick skulls.
Alright, so you're in a league match getting killed too fast. It's time to dial it back. Way back. We got a piece of Stone Age technology with the time to kill of 15 seconds. That's long enough to read a couple tweets about the broken meta. But enough fluff. You want to hear stats. 0 attachments, 0 range, and enough recoil to knock your teeth out.
Short range.
Long range.
It doesn't matter because it shoots pellets and you're going to be reloading it all day. Any conflict can be avoided when we all settle on the gentleman's agreement.
Are you tired of pesky snakes in your backyard? You keep losing games because the opponent won't stop slithering all over the place. Well, I've got just the thing for you, Jumpin' John Snake Oil. This is guaranteed to take out any snake, big or small, male or female. Jumpin' John Snake Oil is here to help you with those damn dirty snakes. The process is simple. Simply purchase this small case of 3 bottles for the low price of $3,000 plus shipping, and within 2 to 5 business months you'll get your snake oil. After that, simply light the cloth on fire and throw it at the closest snake you can find. Guaranteed to eradicate all snakes within a 2-inch radius. Warning, Jumping John Snake Oil is not recommended for children, teens, or the elderly. If any snake oil gets in your eyes, contact a medical health professional right away. Ask your duo if Jumpin' John Snake Oil is right for you.
Ever heard of a smoke grenade-based mail system? Well, Airblops is cornering the market. Enjoy one of our fine testimonials.
Yeah, guys, just have that tank hanging up right there. Oh yeah, I love airblops. Just don't open one of the blinking ones like I did. Go ahead and show them that clip. Boy, did I have egg on my face, I'll tell you what.
Warehouse Manager Bob is a long-time loyal customer. As such, we're proud to present him with a free year of Airblops Prime.
Alright, so I need a couple of missiles. Ooh, instant delivery.
Our service is so good you'll die for it. And still keep coming back for more.
Airblops is not held liable for injuries such as crushing, maiming, smushing, squishing, paper cuts, or combustion. Only accepted currency is the blood of your enemies.
I've seen you out there, running around, jumping on points with no protection. You probably think this guy looks cool, dodging explosions and whatnot. Well, guess what? This is him after years of shrapnel. You know what I think? I think it's despicable. Disgusting. It's downright irresponsible is what it is. What you need is a high-tech, high-quality aerial ballistic defense system. Introducing the Victor Champ Trophy System. Look at this beauty. It'll stop grenades, Semtex, Whisker Biscuits, Nipsey Daisers, with or without the scooter stick, and frustrate your opponent into making a mistake while you're just chilling on a park bench. Nice.
Don't be a chump, buy a champ!
Is this the end? Am I gonna die? No ammo for my AR. All I have is a knife. Break on! Break on! Zombies coming up from the ground below. Little messy chicks that ain't alive no more. They're crawling around and coming for your toe. How do they breathe when they got no nose? Grab ray gun and use them molotov. Blast them away for the highest score. The show would have been easier to make if zombies had a theater mode. Perscaloya is a chiller. Megatanya, he's a killer. You'll drown in sound when you face hellhounds. No one feel ya, it's a thriller. Keep trying all day to chance for the rape. Sing mystery, but yet again. Horde and bound. It's ray guns and ray guns a
Scoreline? More like Snoreline. Playing the objective is a common man's game. But you're a discerning gentleman. You know the only important stat is that of the ratio of your K's to your D's. you know exactly where your opponent is going to be. So snuggle up on that heady and enjoy the easy pickings, friend. Leave the OBJ to the KIA. And if you commit, someday you could join the highly exclusive 100-Point Club.
A little known fact is that Treyarch loves birds. For example, notice the attention to detail on this large-breasted farfanugget, or these saltwater cockamemies, this multi-winged metallic bird, and the crows. Lots and lots and lots of crows. So hop in the nearest van, boat, train, or on a very big bird, and witness the majesty of the Call of Duty.
Being rejected hurts, especially by a 2x4, but you can tear down your physical and emotional walls with the COD Rec League. Let us get that for you. Our operators are dispatched at the beginning of each round to ensure you don't run through a wall of wood just to run into a wall of snipers. They're also completely recyclable, meaning they're good for the destructible environment. Don't waste your time and life trying to figure out how to use jamming bombs. Breath of fresh air and call the COD Rec League for all your wall-busting needs. The COD Rec League. We've got thick skulls.
Alright, so you're in a league match getting killed too fast. It's time to dial it back. Way back. We got a piece of Stone Age technology with the time to kill of 15 seconds. That's long enough to read a couple tweets about the broken meta. But enough fluff. You want to hear stats. 0 attachment, 0 range, and enough recoil to knock your teeth out.
Short.
Long range. It doesn't matter because it shoots pellets and you're going to be reloading it all day. Any conflict can be avoided when we all settle on the gentleman's agreement.
Are you tired of pesky snakes in your backyard? You keep losing games because the opponent won't stop slithering all over the place. Well, I've got just the thing for you. Jumpin' John Snake Oil. This is guaranteed to take out any snake, big or small, male or female. Jumpin' John Snake Oil is here to help you with those damn dirty snakes. The process is simple. Simply purchase this small case of 3 bottles for the low price of $3,000 plus shipping, and within 2 to 5 business months you'll get your snake oil. After that, simply light the cloth on fire and throw it at the closest snake you can find. Guaranteed to eradicate all snakes within a 2-inch radius. Warning, Jumping John Snake Oil is not recommended for children, teens, or the elderly. If any snake oil gets in your eyes, contact a medical health professional right away. Ask your duo if Jumping John Snake Oil is right for you.
Ever heard of a smoke grenade-based mail system? Well, Airblops is cornering the market. Enjoy one of our fine testimonials.
Yeah, guys, just have that tank hanging up right there. Oh yeah, I love air blobs. Just don't open one of the blinking ones like I did. Go ahead and show them that clip. Boy, did I have egg on my face, I'll tell you what.
Warehouse Manager Bob is a long-time loyal customer. As such, we're proud to present him with a free year of Airblops Prime.
Alright, so I need a couple of missiles. Ooh, instant delivery.
Our service is so good you'll die for it. And still keep coming back for more.
Airblops is not held liable for injuries such as crushing, maiming, smushing, squishing, paper cuts, or combustion. Only accepted currency is the blood of your enemies.
I've seen you out there, running around, jumping on points with no protection. You probably think this guy looks good.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we are, Game 3 yet again. Don't forget Maui Chums. They do keep that round victory, so they are up 1-0 here on the defensive end. Manitoba Mallards, I mean, after that break, you got to hope Maui's at least a little iced if you want to take home this this offensive win, because, I mean, you don't want to start out a control 2-0 ever.
Yeah, that would
Or
not be
down
fun.
2-0.
Yeah, down 2-0 would be a little tough, but we see the side of Manitoba slowly trying to fight their way towards this A side. You got 3 players pushed up pretty far right here, trying to get some kills going their way, but Trunksy, he keeps slowly picking off a player or 2 here or there. But Toby, he gets himself 2 kills there, tries to move up. We see him making a move right now towards that back ass, gets taken down. Nobody from Manitoba getting close to this objective. I say that as Fish is on it. Now Liquid gonna have to try to 1v1 this right now. He's gonna get stunned out. Is a little bit weak. The teammates from Manitoba are pushing up as well. So this time going their way, the first take is in. Maui has to fight this one back, get 2 kills there. But Sigburn's still alive. Fish gets a clutch kill in the A objective. So now Fish trying to answer back for that round 1 they lost. But only 1 tick, they're going their way. And Dave, he's pushed up towards that B objective, trying to defend it from this initial push.
You see all the Manitoba arrows are going that direction, but Maui, they have their bumpers ready to go. Dave is able to pick up 1. He's on a 3 streak. Make it a 4. You gotta wonder what he did in between that break to make him shoot like this, but he is shooting now.
Yeah, Dave's got a little bit of passion behind him right now. He lost that cruise missile. Well, he didn't. Takeout did, but Dave, he's ready to reclaim it for the squad on a 4 streak, looking to get onto a 6. This side of Maui doing a good job fighting back for now. Up 3 lives at the moment, but this side of Manitoba slowly eating away from this objective. Dave picks up 1 before going down, only gets the 5 streak alive. So the cruise missile not re-secured. For the B point, the stack is in. Stack the point where to Jim's. The second tick on B is going to be gone. Third tick well on its way. Look at that thing go on by. The kills coming in from the side of Maui. They just have to make sure they defend this A lane here from Toby pushing up.
Yeah, Trunksy hit the perfect flank at the perfect time from the Manitoba Mallards spawn. And now, I mean, Manitoba Mallards, they find themselves in kind of a tough situation. Mills is able to cut that player off of the B point, but Dave is still around. He finds 1. He isn't able to find the second, so that capture should come in. But Manitoba Mallards down 5 lives. They do have 1 tick of progress onto B, or make it A, sorry about that. Trunksy is on a 5, make it a 0 now. All we gotta focus on is Manitoba getting to that A point.
Hey, Casacure's a real thing. I'm glad it's back. It was gone for a couple weeks there, but it is fully back, baby. Every time we talk about a 5, that thing is gone. But Manitoba,
gone.
8 lives, 45 seconds to get 2 ticks onto A. They had a little bit of a successful push earlier, but it took them a very long time to do. We'll see if they can repeat here. Maui getting a good setup in, but Toby, he's fully flanked right now. This guy's got a chance to be a great distraction here. Only 6 lives remaining for his team, so he's got to clutch up, get some big kills. But nobody from the side of Maui has any idea he's here, so he's got a chance to just sneak on this objective. He should try to push up to help his teammates up towards the street side. Maui doing a good job keeping them pushed back, but Manitoba, they've got 1 player on the flank. That player is now on the objective. Maui trying to fight back to get that player taken down. The push coming up the street. Maui getting the early kills. They pick up 2. 1 more remaining down street. That's going to be Fish. The push completely shut down. 3 lives remaining.
And I know it's hindsight, but as soon as Toby touches that A point, I feel like the Manitoba Mallards have to fly in that situation. Because you know that all those Maui players have just instantly turned around. As soon as you get that hit onto that A point, can he jump onto point in time? I don't think he can. He cannot. But as I was saying, like once Toby hits that point, you know that all the arrows are focused on that. All focus has turned to that A point because you know the Maui Chums, they're just so shocked. They thought they had everybody, but Manitoba, I think they just took a little too much time reacting.
I mean, it's also tough when you push up that street either way, right? It's just a tough time. That A point's so difficult to get to. I mean, hey, what are you going to do? Down 2-0, though. Manitoba Mallards on defense here, though. So this is a chance to bounce right on back, get yourself around on the board, maybe get a little bit more comfortable. But Maui, all you got to do is win 1 round over these next couple, and you're good to go. They're going to get this A push going once again. Previously, they were able to get all of A down right away. But Mills, he gets 1 kill. 1 player sneaks through. Takeout almost gets there, but does go down. Trunksy gets taken down on the time. The kills come in. And just like that, Manitoba defend A. Now have to move their attention over towards B.
They do have Fish to maybe shut down the push, but he's going to have to shut down a lot of players there. You see all those arrows are pushing toward A, or pushing toward B. How many can he find?
See what can go down here. Maui picking up some nice early kills. Takeout now trying to follow up with his teammates. Some big kills coming in. The stack is in. Takeout's a menace right now, hitting these headshots. Look at this time go. 3 people on. Stack the point where to Jim's. The B point is gone. The A point now going to be the only thing left. 2 minutes, 5 seconds, 25 lives on either team. Maui have plenty of time and lives to get it done. Manitoba, though, plenty of time to defend here. Let's get her moving.
Let's get her moving indeed. Like you said, 2 minutes left on the clock. See if they can replicate what they did the first time around. I mean, it's impossible to replicate what they did the first time around. We saw almost a flawless round of invasion control on the first one that the Maui Chums played. So now you just gotta see if they can find the kills, and Liquid is in a fantastic spot. The question just becomes how many can he get in this blue side area. Make it 4 at least, and he is opening up the map for the Maui Chums big time.
Maui just slowly ripping apart this Manitoba defense takeout, picking up some kills there. This is the push finally coming in. 2 players looking like they're going to sneak on. 1 gets on. Dave trying to help him out, but Liquid picking up 2 kills once again. He's on a 6. A cruise missile re-secured for his team that they lost in that first round. 1 tick already gone. The second tick on the way, but Toby, he clutches up, picks up a nice double kill. 1 tick gone on A. But the number 4 player, Mills, he's going in to try to clean up, gets a nice kill there. Maui stopped once again. 13 lives remaining for Manitoba, though, as Maui with a massive life advantage.
And they use it to their advantage is the question, because sometimes it can be so hard to find picks on this A street. There is 1 for takeout. How many more can the squad get? You see Liquid, he's still roaming in that blue side area, but he's got a lot to work with here as the team needs kills right now.
Oh, they finally take down Liquid, so Manitoba now can put their full attention towards the front of this map, towards this A lane and middle of the map, knowing their flank is secure for now. They got a couple players stacked from that point, defending for now. But we've already got 4 ticks on the board for Manitoba. Dave with a nice double kill. This is going to be the chance to push up for Maui. You got to be very careful, though. A couple players are going to spawn up very close back gas. Dave looking for these spawn kills. These players spawn right in front of him by Broken. Picks up 1, looking for a second one. But Mills with the double kill is going to stop the push completely for the side of Maui.
You do have 2 Maui players in the base right now. Dave finds 1. Can he find a second? No, he does not. Now, the Maui Chums have 15 seconds to make their way through the middle of the map and toward A. It's going to be a tough push, but it is most certainly possible. You just have to fly.
They're trying to fly in now. 5 seconds remaining. No one really that close. I mean, the only player close enough, Mills, absolutely rips apart. But the kills going the way of Manitoba once again. They are 4 ticks on the board, though, for the side of Maui. That's going to put them at 10 total between that first round and this one when it comes to offensive ones. But, I mean, this side of Manitoba right now, they also have 4 ticks. So if they get all 6, it comes down to kill. But you have to win, right? That's the hard part.
You most certainly have to win. Always the hard part on invasion control. We've seen it happen 2 times tonight, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it again. Maui Chums in the driver's seat here in this map 3, looking to take control of the series and go up 2-1. And an invasion control would be the best way to do it. You get confident, you get comfortable, and you might be able to carry that momentum through the game 4. You just got to make sure that all your ducks are in a row. By ducks, I mean the mallards. Let's see if they can cut them down before they make it to a spot.
Fish, he's trying to push on in, get some map advantage going for his team. He's gonna start moving right now. He's starting to move nice and clean with it right now. Pick up some big kills here. Helping his teammates move up the map. They're gonna get on that A point. The number 2 player, Toby, is on it. He's a very clutch player in the moment as well. He's gonna get taken down by Dave, though. Sigburn trying to move on up to fill his spot. This A point slowly being captured, knowing this has to be captured really before you even have a chance to win this round.
Liquid takes care of him. Now the Mallards, they have yet to focus on the B point. The B point has been open for so long, and now it seems like finally the Manitoba Mallards might potentially move that direction, but we see all the arrows. I mean, they're still going this way. They are fighting for the A point. They could just turn their focus to B for a moment, get maybe some more time on the clock, but for now, the Maui Chums, they're fighting off a wave of Manitoba players.
I mean, Maui's slowly starting to push these guys up the map. They're trying to get these spawn kills pushed in, but that B point now going to start being captured by Manitoba. You're going to have to be careful because Maui's all around you now. And that time is getting really, really close to being done. You got 30 seconds remaining, 19 lives for either team. If they can get a stop here on this B point, they've got a chance to shut it down. Dave, opening pick, is going to get the contest back temporarily, but Dave with the second one as well does get taken down, traded out by a nade. Manitoba, they've got a couple players here on this point. The second tick on the way right now. A couple players coming up to reinforce. Maui, though, pushing up, knowing they want to take this. Cruise missile comes down, doesn't get much, but takeout does clean up one of the kills.
It looks like they're going to pounce off the back of that. Mills is going to spawn deep at that palace area. You see Trunksy sneak on into that top plat area, that top American location. He's going to push on quick, but how quick can he get there? There's 3. The last one is going to be Sigburn, and he is around, but Dave is still there. They find all the kills, and only 16 seconds left on the clock for the Manitoba Mallards to make it to this point. Maui Chums have all the map control. Trunksy with 2 on a 4, and I'm not sure if Manitoba can make it. Takeout cuts from mid. Trunksy still around the tractor area. He's playing, he's ducking, he's diving, and that's the round for the Maui Chums. They go up 2-1 in the series here.
Big 2-1 lead right there as they win the map in a 3-1 fashion. Anyone who's just tuning in now, it does say, you know, a little up 1-0 on this map here. That is because that first round did get played out Maui won a massive offense right off the bat, one of the most impressive offenses we've ever seen. And then there had to be a little bit of a map restart after that. We had a couple lobby issues and stuff. No big deal. Got that figured out. And Maui ends up cleaning it up anyway in a 3-1 fashion to get themselves up 2-1 in the series, winning back-to-back maps, winning that S&D on Skid Row in a 6-3 fashion as well. So this team looking very solid here in this championship match.
Yeah, Maui showing us why they are 7-0 so far on the season. Everybody doing their part. There's not even one player that, I can point at and be like, oh, he's hard carrying. Like Takeout had a fantastic round one if you saw it. He was 7-0 and he was, frying from start to finish. But otherwise, I mean, everybody on the team is having great games. Trunksy's making plays, Liquid's making plays. Dave was popping pieces off the restart. So, I mean, this Maui team is most certainly a tough team to shut down. But if you are the Manitoba Mallards making your Cinderella run, you go 3-4 in the regular season, and you make it all the way to the championship, the only thing you got to focus on here is Karachi HP up next.
I mean, Karachi HP, a great place to play it, right? I mean, especially for this Manitoba team. This is a very mixy, very close quarter battle type team. They love it, right? Karachi's got a bunch of these close quarter spots, but one of the most important things is going to be your setups, your breaks, and your rotating, right? Like those three things, hard point, right? I mean, but still, I just explained hard point at every map, but Karachi is like, all of those things are like to the extreme, right? Rotating is massively important. That P2 is big. That P3 is big. You look back at the P5, right? Like rotating to all of those as early as you can are going to be massive to get somewhat of holds going. Breaking this P2, breaking this P3 are very, very difficult, right? Like P1 is another one of these situations on this map, at middle of the map, where it's very contestable, right? We see a lot of times, but we also see a lot of teams over focus on P2, like we saw in that Skid Row earlier today. And then they lose like 40 seconds on P1, which is crazy, but it can happen.
No, I mean, that P1 is very soakable. Like, if you chalk early, like, if you don't have control and you're like, I'm just rotating, you can give up a good chunk of time on there, like you said, like 40 seconds. And then that P2, it's not as much of a money hill as you think that it is. I mean, you can most certainly make plays to sneak your way onto that hill. I think you're very right, CNK. I think with the new hard points, it's a little bit different. I think back in the beginning of the game, it was most certainly like rotate, lock it down, get the 60, rotate, lock it down, get the 60. And it was a little mixy, but now with that street hill that is so contest heavy, a lot of white time, that junk hill that's tough to break, it's a little bit different nowadays, but I'm interested to see how these two teams play it.
I mean, it's going to be a good time. Both these teams obviously very talented when it comes to the gun skill and their movements and everything, but we're looking at for the finer things on the map, right? And so far, we've seen that from Maui, right? They do a great job filling the gaps on the map. They go down a player. It really doesn't feel like they lose a player when we're looking at control and even that S&D, right? A lot of times they'd lose a player, or maybe someone would be covering a different side of the map while a 4-man push is coming in. They did a great job covering for each other, getting those trades and stuff. Going to be very important here on this Karachi, especially when you're trying to break in, but I mean, it's Karachi, baby. You never really know what's going to happen. You can go into it planning everything out all you want, but as soon as you get into Karachi, all plans go completely out the window because it's Karachi hardpoint.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like we're having a little bit of lobby issues right now, so we will be throwing it to a quick commercial break, but don't go anywhere. We will be back very shortly, and we'll bring you guys into the game very soon. Karachi HP up next. Championship point. Can Maui take it home?
Well, guess what? This is him after years of shrapnel. You know what I think? I think it's despicable. Disgusting. It's downright irresponsible is what it is. What you need is a high-tech, high-quality aerial ballistic defense system. Introducing the Victor Champ Trophy System. Look at this beauty. It'll stop grenades, Semtex, Whisker Biscuits, Nipsey Dazers, with or without the scooter stick, and frustrate your opponent into making a mistake while you're just chilling on a park bench. Nice.
Don't be a chump. Buy a champ.
Is this the end? Am I gonna die? No ammo for my AR. All I have is a knife. Break on! Break on! Zombies coming up from the ground below. Little Nancy Jackson in a yeah, he's a killer. You'll drown in sound when you face hellhounds. Go and feel ya, it's a thriller. Keep trying all day, a chance for the raking. Sing mystery, but dead again. Forward and bound. It's ray guns and ray guns assailants.
Scoreline? More like snoreline. Playing the objective is a common man's game. But you're a discerning gentleman. You know the only important stat is that of the ratio of your K's to your D's. You know exactly where your opponent is going to be. So snuggle up on that heady and enjoy the easy pickings, friend. Leave the OBJ to the KIA. And if you commit, someday you could join the highly exclusive 100-Point Club.
A little known fact is that Treyarch loves birds. For example, notice the attention to detail on this large-breasted farfanugget, or these saltwater cockamemies, this multi-winged metallic bird, and the crows. Lots and lots and lots of crows. So hop in the nearest van, boat, train, or on a very big bird, and witness the majesty of the Call of Duty.
Being rejected hurts, especially by a 2x4, but you can tear down your physical and emotional walls with the COD Rec League. Let us get that for you. Our operators are dispatched at the beginning of each round to ensure you don't run through a wall of wood just to run into a wall of snipers. They're also completely recyclable, meaning they're good for the destructible environment. Don't waste your time and life trying to figure out how to use jamming bombs. Breath of fresh air and call the COD Rec League for all your wall-busting needs. The COD Rec League. We've got thick skulls.
Alright, so you're in a league match getting killed too fast. It's time to dial it back. Way back. We got a piece of Stone Age technology with the time to kill of 15 seconds. That's long enough to read a couple tweets about the broken meta. But enough fluff. You want to hear stats. 0 attachments, 0 range, and enough recoil to knock your teeth out.
Short range.
Long range. It doesn't matter because it shoots pellets and you're going to be reloading it all day. Any conflict can be avoided when we all settle on the gentleman's agreement.
Are you tired of pesky snakes in your backyard? You keep losing games because the opponent won't stop slithering all over the place. Well, I've got just the thing for you. Jumpin' John Snake Oil. This is guaranteed to take out any snake, big or small, male or female. Jumpin' John Snake Oil is here to help you with those damn dirty snakes. The process is simple. Simply purchase this small case of 3 bottles for the low price of $3,000 plus shipping, and within 2 to 5 business months you'll get your snake oil. After that, simply light the cloth on fire and throw it at the closest snake you can find. Guaranteed to eradicate all snakes within a 2-inch radius. Warning, Jumping John Snake Oil is not recommended for children, teens, or the elderly. If any snake oil gets in your eyes, contact a medical health professional right away. Ask your duo if Jumping John Snake Oil is right for you.
Ever heard of a smoke grenade-based mail system? Well, Airblops is cornering the market. Enjoy one of our fine testimonials.
Yeah, guys, just have that tank hanging up right there. Oh yeah, I love air blobs. Just don't open one of the blinking ones like I did. Go ahead and show them that clip. Boy, did I have egg on my face, I'll tell you what.
Warehouse Manager Bob is a long-time loyal customer. As such, we're proud to present him with a free year of Airblops Prime.
Alright, so I need a couple of missiles. Ooh, instant delivery.
Our service is so good you'll die for it. And still keep coming back for more.
Airblops is not held liable for injuries such as crushing, maiming, smushing, squishing, paper cuts, or combustion. Only accepted currency is the blood of your enemies.
I've seen you out there, running around, jumping on points with no protection. You probably think this guy looks cool, dodging explosions and whatnot. Well, guess what? This is him after years of shrapnel. You know what I think? I think it's despicable. Disgusting. It's downright irresponsible is what it is. What you need is a high-tech, high-quality aerial ballistic defense system. Introducing the Victor Champ Trophy System. Look at this beauty. It'll stop grenades, Semtex, Whisker Biscuits, Nipsey Daisers, with or without the scooter stick, and frustrate your opponent into making a mistake while you're just chilling on a park bench. Nice.
Don't be a chump. Buy a champ.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we are, game 4, Karachi HP. Everybody in the lobby is moving and grooving. The question becomes, who takes home the map? Because don't forget, CNK, I'm sure you haven't, Maui is up 2-1 in the series, one map away from a championship and a perfect season. But Manitoba are here to stop him and send it to a game 5.
Manitoba looking like they're going to shut it down on this P1. I mean, Mills just went off, got on himself a nice little 4-streak, flip the spawns. And now Manitoba getting a ton of time on P1 and have P2 on lockdown right now. But I say lockdown. They have one person going towards P2. The other 3 holding down mid. They lose one in the process. But Mills might get a cruise missile to start this out. Now a 6-streak to start things off here. Looking for his 7th. Picks that one up as well. Mills popping off for the boys. 30 seconds going for his team. But Trunksy, an opportunity to maybe break things open here. Never mind. It's going to get taken down. Now Maui have to play a retake on P2.
Oh, Dave gets good timing on a Sigburn in keys, but Fish, he's around. He's popping pieces, finds a 2 to start things off. And that's a quick way to buy yourself some time on the hard point. Fish just trying to find his way in this red side area. Maui Chums slowly but surely making their way up the map. It looks like one of them may have lagged out.
Yeah, that is definitely tough. So I'm sure we're going to end this map here momentarily. As a side of Maui, still picking up some kills. They end up breaking the kill with only 3 players, which is very impressive. But I'm sure we're going to restart this one momentarily. Manitoba just trying to get some kills on the board because they're having some fun with it. But we are going to go to a quick little commercial break. We'll be back once we get some gameplay going for you here.
Am I gonna die? No ammo for my AR. All I have is a knife. Zombies coming up from the ground below. Little Missy Six ain't alive no more. They're crawling around and coming for your toes. How do they breathe when they got no nose? Grab ray gun and use them molotov. Blast them away for the highest score. If the workshop would have been easier to make if zombies had a theater mode. Herskaloya is a chiller. Negatanya, he's a killer. You'll drown in sound when your face hellhounds. No, I feel ya, it's a thriller. Keep trying all day to chance for the rape. Sing mystery, but dead again. Bored and bound. It's ray guns and ray guns
Scoreline? More like Snoreline. Playing the objective is a common man's game. But you're a discerning gentleman. You know the only important stat is that of the ratio of your K's to your D's. You know exactly where your opponent is going to be. So snuggle up on that heady and enjoy the easy pickings, friend. Leave the OBJ to the KIA. And if you commit, someday you could join the highly exclusive 100-Point Club.
A little known fact is that Treyarch loves birds. For example, notice the attention to detail on this large-breasted farfanugget, or these saltwater cockamemies, this multi-winged metallic bird, and the crows. Lots and lots and lots of crows. So hop in the nearest van, boat, train, or on a very big bird and witness the majesty of the Call of Duty.
Being rejected hurts, especially by a 2x4, but you can tear down your physical and emotional walls with the COD Rec League. Let us get that for you. Our operators are dispatched at the beginning of each round to ensure you don't run through a wall of wood just to run into a wall of snipers. They're also completely recyclable, meaning they're good for the destructible environment. Don't waste your time and life trying to figure out how to use jamming bombs. Grab some fresh air and call the COD Rec League for all your wall-busting needs. The COD Rec League. We've got thick skulls.
Alright, so you're in a league match getting killed too fast. It's time to dial it back. Way back. We got a piece of Stone Age technology with the time to kill of 15 seconds. That's long enough to read a couple tweets about the broken meta. But enough fluff. You want to hear stats. 0 attachments, 0 range, and enough recoil to knock your teeth out.
Short range.
Long range. It doesn't matter because it shoots pellets and you're going to be reloading it all day. Any conflict can be avoided when we all settle on the gentleman's agreement.
Are you tired of pesky snakes in your backyard? You keep losing games because the opponent won't stop slithering all over the place. Well, I've got just the thing for you. Jumpin' John Snake Oil. This is guaranteed to take out any snake, big or small, male or female. Jumpin' John Snake Oil is here to help you with those damn dirty snakes. The process is simple. Simply purchase this small case of 3 bottles for the low price of $3,000 plus shipping, and within 2 to 5 business months you'll get your snake oil. After that, simply light the cloth on fire and throw it at the closest snake you can find. Guaranteed to eradicate all snakes within a 2-inch radius. Warning, Jumping John Snake Oil is not recommended for children, teens, or the elderly. If any snake oil gets in your eyes, contact a medical health professional right away. Ask your duo if Jumping John Snake Oil is right for you.
Ever heard of a smoke grenade-based mail system? Well, Airblops is cornering the market. Enjoy one of our fine testimonials.
Yeah, guys, just have that tank hanging up right there. Oh yeah, I love airblops. Just don't open one of the blinking ones like I did. Go ahead and show them that clip. Boy, did I have egg on my face, I'll tell you what.
Warehouse Manager Bob is a long-time loyal customer. As such, we're proud to present him with a free year of Airblops Prime.
Alright, so I need a couple of missiles. Ooh.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we are. Will we be able to finish a map of this series? Let's find out right now. Karachi HP, we're getting the reset in. Maui Chums, we're kind of getting a similar start. Trumpsy does pop 2 on the other side. Sigburn all alone in time, and that's a big break for them.
So last time around, we did see Mills end up getting that 7 streak, did get a cruise missile secured. So that cruise missile is gone. We will not have that on the map. And I mean, Maui doing a much better job here this time around to hold down this P1. Last time around, they lost like a full 40 seconds or so before getting to that P2. So wasn't looking too good.
Ooh,
now, Manitoba getting some nice kills on the map. Started to get some of that time, but still have that P2 side on lock. But look at Maui spawning in the back of the map now. They've got that back alley under control. We'll see if they can utilize this to get P2.
Mills reading the pinch, but is unable to find that kill. That nade might do the trick. It does not. It doesn't hit him somehow, but it doesn't really matter. Manitoba, they find their way on this hard point. And just a reminder for anybody who tuned in a little bit late. Manitoba Mallards are down 1-2 in the series. They're trying to send it to a game 5. Maui Chums currently at championship point still. This is a good P2 for Manitoba.
Yeah, Manitoba doing a great job here. 35 seconds remaining, and that's 35 potential points they might get here as they're picking up some of these early kills. Let's see if it keeps on moving here. Some kills back and forth. Maui starting to break into this setup just a little bit, but Fish in the back of the map. Let's see if he can hold this one down. He pushes on in, gets 1 kill, is still alive temporarily, but Trunksy does get him taken down. Last 20 seconds should go their way, but the rotation to this P3 is all the way in for Manitoba as they get the early setup moving. Maui Chums now have to break this one on in, or they could lose a little bit of time, but a little bit easier to break. It feels like a lot of teams have figured out how to kind of break into P3 these days, so a lot more contested time here than normal.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a good setup for the Manitoba Mallards. Let's just see if they can execute on it. I mean, the Maui Chums quite a long ways away. Trunksy has been off to a hot start here in this map, 6-1 so far. On the other side, everybody from Manitoba kind of doing their thing. Big 2 kills to that junk side of the map, and that really opens up for them. Sigburn having to back off as well. Manitoba Mallards so suffocated into the time right here. It's going to be Fish, the last one alive, and he does tuck himself behind that door. The rest of the Manitoba Mallards are on the way, but Fish does a good job of just making sure that Maui is not finding this time. The rest of Maui is cleaned up. Manitoba survived the push, but they don't get a lot of that time.
Yeah, Manitoba, though. Get a little bit there. 20 seconds remaining. We'll see if they can clean up the rest of the scrap down here. Looks like they should be able to as Sigburn can clear out these players shooting down at them there. But now we see the time going. Well, that's the time. The new rotation coming into that P4 right now. Maui going to try to hold this street side. This is a hill you see get contested quite a bit. Almost as much as we saw when the church was a thing. A lot of contesting going on. But we'll see if Maui can maybe hold this one down for a little bit of time here. Get themselves back a little bit more tied up here. But Manitoba, they're going to push their way across the map right now as Maui Chumps holding things down.
Sigburn, big kill onto Dave, but he is able to get traded out quite quickly. So Maui Chums, they do have an opportunity to maybe hop on this point. Trunksy, no kill streaks to his name behind a UAV that he can't use. Mills, though, just trying to maybe contest here, takeout with a big kill. That's 3 down for the Maui Chums. Somehow, they might be able to use this P4 to sneak their way back into the game and tie it up, but Manitoba still coming from that bottom side of the minimap.
Yeah, definitely a tough hill to get time on right there, but we see the P5 roto going to be a big one here. Toby already going to be there, gets taken down. His teammates trying to get there as fast as they can. Fish going to be behind a couple Maui players. Maybe he can make a play, but Mills, he's pushing the front right now. Got 3 players from Maui to deal with up front here. As we see Trunksy, he's flanking behind a couple players as well. See both these teams going to be clashing on the hill. Liquid going to pick up 2 massive kills right there. One of them going to be Fish, who was on that flank. Manitoba trying to hold this one down if they can, but the push all the way in from Maui as they secure that P5 early time. And that number 4 player who spawned out, takeout behind a couple Manitoba players, ready to pick up a 2-piece.
Big hold for the Maui Chums. Sigburn, the last one alive. He's at top third. He can't really do much from that position besides just throw in a couple shots here and there. 13-6 for takeout. 11-4 for Trunksy. Doing the heavy lifting for the squad. Dave spawns into a pinch. Love that for him. Liquid FPS still doing his thing on a 5. Trying to find that cruise missile. Not sure if anybody has one just yet. But what I can tell you is that the lead has changed.
Yeah, the lead has indeed changed. Maui Chums, if they can get the last 20 seconds to as well, be up to 120, looking pretty good. The Manitoba, they're going to see if they can get a bunch of time on this P1 like they did before that reset happened the first time around. Going to be up to 110 points here for Maui as this push coming in to this middle objective here in P1. But Maui, they've kind of got that good side on lock as well for the P2 roto. I say that as the spawns come in for Manitoba over there.
Yeah. Nobody in really control of this P1 just yet. Make it the Maui Chums for now, but I wouldn't say it's the most certain lock. As you see the Manitoba Mallards coming from all sides, it's going to be Dave and Takeout left around that point. The Manitoba, they're going to jump. Don't forget, there is streaks from the side of the Maui Chums. So for them, I would say just keep them off this point as much as you can and just focus on that P2. 34 seconds left on the clock to grab. And for now, Maui Chums are going to be on that diner side of the map. They just need to hold that down for as long as they can.
Yeah, we see a couple players from Maui still trying to contest P1 if they can, but they need to make sure they lock down P2. Manitoba trying to get as much P1 time as they can. They get plenty of it. The P2 could be the next center of attention for both these teams, but Trunksy and I mean, they're going to get taken down. Manitoba do a great job on this P1 over and over and over, but a streak does get invested here, but I believe Maui, not too sure why with only 10 seconds left, but they had a reason why they're going to send that one in. Now you see Takeout trying to clean things up in the middle of the map. Is Takeout there as his teammates holding down this P2. Potentially a bunch of time they can get here. Oh.
Dave in a sticky situation, but he's able to find 2 to save himself, and now his teammates are around. So that's a big 2-piece in the grand scheme of things. If Dave loses either of those, this is most certainly a Manitoba Mallards hill for the time being, but instead they're going to have to re-break, and they do so. But Trunksy is still around. Let's see how many he can get here. You see Fish at that window area. He is able to find him. There's still more around. A teammate at the half wall, and there is going to be a break right there. 20 seconds left on the clock. Liquid, you should just grab this time, big guy, because the rest of the team is going to be moving. You see Manitoba, they have the P3 set up yet again. Maui Chums, they did a good job of breaking it last time to just slow down some of that time, but let's see if Manitoba can lock it down the second time around.
Interesting thing, I guess this map is kind of the first map we don't have anyone really breaking away with the KD side of things so well, right? Like you're seeing
Mhm.
Fish, one of the top performers right now, up to 15 and 12. You look at the other side, like Liquid up to 14 and 10, 11 now. Take out 14 and 12, and so is David, up to 14 kills and 12 as well. He's very consistent from that side of the board here. But no one really breaking away with like a +6 or like a +7, 8, 9 like we've been seeing. But Dave, like I mentioned it, he's on a 5 streak right now.
Oh.
We'll see what he can get going. He's one away from a cruise. Does get taken down by Fish there. The break does happen for Maui, but Fish staying alive right now. Does get taken down. Some nades coming in. The team kill onto Mills as well. So you lose two teammates in that push accidentally. 20 seconds could go the way of Maui here if they're nice and careful.
And I thought that they were going to get broken right there. Takeout had no teammates around, but the Maui Chums, they just swarm so fast. They're there for the teamwork. We saw them strike from top third in the blink of an eye, and they break the hill just like that after they get that first kill. The Maui Chums going to move over the double century mark for this game. They're just going to hit it, not over it. But this could be the start of the championship showing for them. They got to get 50 more seconds, though, CNK.
Yeah, 54 seconds could be massive, but 50 seconds going either way here. That swing could help out Manitoba quite a bit if they could secure it. But Maui Chums looking to try to get themselves closing this one out in a 3-1 fashion. This is their chance to get some more time on the board, get as close as they can. But Manitoba holding very strong for this P4 and doing a good job getting some solid time on the board. Already up to 15 seconds on this clock from this hill. Looking to extend it up on Fish. I mean, he's just going to keep shooting people down, but he is going to get taken down there finally. Maui Chums trying to get a break alive to get some of these kills going. Liquid FPS, an absolute baller when it comes to getting some big kills on the map for his team. We see the side of Manitoba still trying to fight back for this one. The rotation should be in here momentarily to that P5, and we see Manitoba should be the first team there.
This is a big scrap time for the Maui Chums. I'm not sure if they have any streaks left, but Takeout has made his way over to this junk side area. Not sure if he's going to split the gap right here. He should be able to find one, and he does. And that's the other kill right there. Now Manitoba are going to have to re-break. Maui Chums 30 seconds away from a championship right here.
Definitely a hill that can be won on right now. Maui holding strong for now. You've got Liquid on a 4 streak right now, looking to try to extend them one out. But Manitoba, the push is coming in. You're going to lose one. That's going to be a Liquid getting the kill. One off a shriek here. 15 more, well, a couple more seconds here. This one's going to be over. We see one player, Sigburn, gets in the back, gets taken down. 15 seconds, and this one's going to be over. Maui Chum's doing a good job holding it down. Manitoba's once again trying to get a push in. 2 players up, 2 players down. We'll see how it goes. Toby's in, Toby's down. The streak does come in. Liquid FPS has that one on the board. 7 streak for him. 4 more seconds. No one close by. That's going to be it. In a 3-1 victory, 250 to 172, Maui Chums are going to be your champion of the Gold Pre-Made East Division.
A fantastic showing out of the Maui Chums. Liquid FPS closes it out on an 8 streak. I mean, you knew those players were just going to be flying in from the red side of the map, and that's exactly what Maui was ready for. They had a player top, they had a couple watching the bottom, and they fell right into their hands. Look at Dave, 4,200 damage. Liquid, 4,400 damage. The boys were cooking, and they come out on top with a championship. I mean, they said that they were ready for the stream, and they were not lying, CNK, were they?
Yeah, no, not one bit. These guys definitely were stream ready. I mean, a couple lobby loading up issues that maybe we could perfect next time around. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. It happens. But extended the series out a little bit. Made it feel like a game 5. It was only 4 maps, though. But Maui Chums getting it done. I mean, it had a little bit of a real, I say a little bit, they had a really rough map 1. Kind of like our first series of the night. Tough map 1. Bounce Back does a great job from then on out. This Maui team definitely well deserving of this championship. Haven't lost a series all season long. 7-0 in the regular season, win all 3 playoff matches to go 10-0 on the season with a championship. I tell you what, this team definitely well deserved. Can't wait to see them next season as well. Come on back. But hey, that was a fantastic series.
Yeah, most certainly was. I mean, Maui Chums, they do it on all 3 game modes. They win the search, they win the control, they win the HB to close it out. And I mean, when you can do it on all 3 game modes, that'll win you championships. You know, S&D wins championships, but also dominance in all 3 game modes will most certainly net you a championship as well. But I'm just glad we got to watch some fantastic matches tonight, CNK, because we might have had our fair share of delays, but those maps were most certainly solid.
Hey, I mean, hey, that's it though. I mean, Jake, we got it done, right? I mean, these guys are super solid. I mean, that first series was great, right? I mean, the Toronto Falters getting it done over there. Always unfortunate to see the Boston Burgers lose, right? I mean, that Cover, Sigburn, T-Dub, and Moja, and Moosey. Hey, can't forget about Moosey. He's on that squad.
Can't forget about the bench rider.
But
That's
that team's
Dr.
super
Moose, by the way.
talented. And they're always super, super talented, right? Like a great team, always well deserving of a championship. We love those guys around here, but unfortunately couldn't get it done. The Toronto Falters, Noodles, EXO, Raven, sorry, Revan, woo, and
Oh yeah.
Midnight getting it done there in that 3-1 fashion. They once again, I mean, I'm gonna bring it up again. Those guys got absolutely obliterated map one. I mean, we're talking 250 to 97 in the sub base. It was like 230 to 50. Like it was not looking good. Like Boston made them look awful, but they came back, they bounced back. They win 6-3 in the S&D, they win 3-2 in the control, and then 250 to 215 in that last hard point. They take a victory, and the Toronto Falters are champions, man. I mean, they did a great job in that gold pre-made North Division. They only lose one map. I mean, sorry, one series all year long, and you got to think maybe it was against Boston who went 7-0. You never know,
Mm-hmm.
but you
It,
come
it
on
could very well
down,
be so.
and then you come on down to this gold pre-made East Division. It's a very similar situation, right? Where that map one is kind of domination, and that map two is a 6-3 victory in favor of the Maui Chumps, who were the favored team coming into it. And then that first round of control is like and to this like this second, I
Mm-hmm.
can't think of another like invasion control offensive round that's anywhere near that dominant. Like I don't think I can. That was just
I
crazy.
can't either.
And then
That
the
that was very
250,
crazy.
dude, that was awesome. And they end up winning that one in a 3-1. Obviously, you're winning your defenses, right? I mean, that's how it works. And the 250-172 hard point for Maui. I mean, both the teams that won definitely well deserving of it. Congratulations to them. Can't wait to see them get their championship roles here in the next couple days.
Yeah, hope to see all those guys back in the next season and maybe see some new champions. I'm sure there was a fair share of championships won tonight, but don't forget there is more tomorrow here on the Call of Duty Rec League. If you want to tune in to see some more championship matches, there is going to be a bunch tomorrow. Hopefully, uh, 2 on Alpha and 2 on Bravo, but we will very well see. I'm sure you will be able to find out somewhere. But for that being said, we are going to be rating Caesar Skies of NYSL, twitch.tv/skies. So everybody give him some love, some Call of Duty Rec League love. But that's going to be it for me and CNK tonight. I've had a great time with you, CNK, and hopefully the chat had a great time with us. But as I said, that's going to do it for us. Hope you guys had a nice night. Hope to see you guys tomorrow on the COD Rec League stream. Have a nice night.